What's up, everybody? Turn that down just a teeny tiny bit. Fat Nutmeg, member for 10 months. Welcome back. Welcome back. Turn it down a little bit more. A little bit more. I hear Yamaha got into a crash. Oof. Not bad, not bad. That's not good. That's it's not good. Not good, not good. I need a, oh man, this webcam. I got a new webcam. The other one was just, the autofocus just wasn't working. Finally got some people saying, what's up, man? So I had to change it up just a little bit. So I think, let's do a little bit of a, do a little sharpen. There we go. A little bit of sharpening. Let's do just a, yeah, we don't need to do that. Let's just, no, there we go. I think we're good there. We'll sit with that. How does that look? How does that look, everybody? 6'3" rider looking for a beginner bike. Any tips? You might have to go for an adventure bike or a dual sport, because those things are a little bit taller. I keep forgetting this chair does not allow me to put my leg up. Luis, welcome. Got a mustache. Welcome, crew member. Good to have you here. Good to have you here. You can see the beard perfectly. Yeah. Gosh, yeah, nice. Whew. Are the cones during the intro space twice as far as shown in the drill handbook? Yes, Ninja. That was a good observation. That they were twice the distance. So the drill handbook is 40 by 60. This was 80 by 120. And I wanted to experiment with it because now I have an idea. Well, I've had the idea for a while. The idea is originally it was gonna be just drills, but you know I'm telling people to go drill is not as fun. I wanna play a game, and so I feel like once all these booklets get sold out, maybe I don't know, we'll figure it out. Changing it up to the Smart Rider games. The Smart Rider games, that's the short course, which would be the 40 by 60, and then the long course, which will be, or the regulation course, which will be 80 by 120. Only Dan's calling. So I want to like make it to where it's like a Moto Gymkhana type thing, and so like I've created a tournament rule set for it, and I've been creating some other things, and who knows. So do I ever drill with YouTube people? I would love to. That's what that's an idea. I wanted to do like a collaboration of like going against people, other YouTubers, like maybe Yammy Noob, Doodle. I don't know, just a bunch of other people seeing kind of like who could do the fastest, just for fun, maybe for a charity. Speaking of charities, the Distinguished Gentleman's Ride is coming up in May. You guys getting ready for that? You guys getting ready for that? I just got contacted by them. I am under NDA, not really, but I like to think I am. I can't say much, but some good things, some big things are happening with the DGR and DanDanTheFireman. So I'm excited. I am so excited. This will be I started raising money in 2014. My first event was 2014. So this will be 10 years with the Distinguished Gentleman's Ride. Insane. Super excited about it. Super happy about it. Glad to have you back. Started, missed your videos. I know I took a 3-month break. I'm back. You want a beard routine? So yeah, okay. You know, maybe Live Bearded can start sponsoring some of this stuff because I do like their products. So what I do is, yeah, my beard routine. So morning I just kind of comb it. So let's start there. Morning I comb it, do my thing throughout the day, and then when it comes time to take a shower, I use a Nizoral soap. That's the keto conazole, whatever. It's like an anti-dandruff. Typically use it for the top of your head. I use it for my beard. It's like a blue shampoo. And then I use Live Bearded conditioner. They have different scents, whatever it is. And then after I get out of the shower, I blow dry it on cold and comb it out. I blow dry it on cold till it's like my skin is dry underneath. And I haven't had issue with beard itch because of that. So that's good. Because if you let it just like air dry, you're gonna get beard itch. You're gonna get dandruff and stuff like that. It's gonna be itchy. And plus, when like you start getting curly, it makes it to where it's easier to manage when you blow dry it. I used to wait about 2-3 weeks to trim. Now I want to kind of get into the mindset of every weekend, just doing a quick trim. And so like I keep the sideburns a little bit shorter up here. I keep the mustache a little bit shorter. I used to have it to where it was like coming out and you can almost tell it was like it was like a mustache and a beard. Now it's just a beard. So I keep this top part trimmed. I use a beard trimmer. And I trim a little bit here. I try not to trim underneath because that's what gives it the fullness. So don't like try to trim all this stuff up. Just kind of trim the outsides, shape it how you want to shape it. I like it more kind of like gnome, like a garden gnome, where it's like straight, like or it's down like that instead of like flat down. Because I got a round head. I don't want it flat and then round. So I kind of want it. Anyways, I try to do that. Now I want to try to do that every week. Just kind of keep it up. Because, man, it looks so much better. Just kind of get the strays, get a little bit of the strays, and then every month kind of double check. But, yeah, every shower, shampoo and conditioner. Shampoo and conditioner, especially after a pool, especially after sweating. You know. If you start getting a little redness, some people get redness. Like, I get redness here. I'll put hydrocortisone ointment. That helps. Dan the old face. Yes, guys. We're going to be watching some crashes today. Tonight, wait, what are you guys doing? How's your week? Write down your week. You know, we meet up here every week, okay? We meet up here every week. I want to know your week. My week has been good. I'll start reading some of your guys' stuff. What did I do? Okay. What did I do? Saturday. So since last Thursday, right? Okay. Saturday, I had a nice date. That was fun. Sunday, I went riding. I went riding all over the place. Went riding in town. Started applying a lot of the plan method. Been writing the book a little bit more. Been journaling a lot more. Learning about different things. Different personal things, so that was good. This Sunday was really good. Monday, what did I do Monday? Just a lot of work. Yeah, a lot of work. Been writing. What have I been writing? Let's go ahead and take a look at this. Go ahead and take a look at some of this stuff. Let's look at some of my recent stuff. I write a lot in my Google Drive, and I just go to my recents. Oh yeah, I went to integrity. I went to look up working on integrity. Yeah, I'll show some of this stuff to you guys. Let's go ahead and head to the classroom. Yeah, let's go ahead. I'm going to bring the chair with me, okay? One second. I'm going to come in real quick. There we go. I'm going to bring the chair. So, yeah, I've been working on some of the... Oh, nope. Let's go ahead and... There we go. I don't know if you guys can see this. Yeah, I've just been working on, just some core values, learning a little bit here and there. About integrity. The reason why I was doing that is because I really wanted to have a little bit deeper understanding of kind of like sticking with my principles. Jeez, okay, I screwed this up. Let's see. Sticking with my principles, and I wanted to make sure that I was following what I was doing. So I do a little check-in with myself here and there. A lot of it's because of childhood wound stuff. So I was with the DGR. There's a lot coming up when it comes to, what was I trying to do? There we go. When it was coming to like mental health, some people kind of get into drinking and some people start getting into, bad coping mechanisms. So I was looking up different stuff and I was making sure I was sticking with what I was doing. And it was great because then it allowed me to reestablish what I was focusing on. And kind of getting rid of some of the bad coping mechanisms, which is I eat to stimulate some coping, and then drinking, and so yeah, I was just kind of like working on that this week, and this week, and what else was I looking for? I'm looking for Let's show you my core values just so you guys can see. I think it's really good to kind of like work on that kind of stuff and making sure that you're sticking with it. Where is mine? Because I have the motorcycle training concepts, core values. What about you guys? Do you guys have a set of principles and core values and stuff that you stick with? Like, what's something that works for you? Like honesty, integrity. Those are pretty simple. Accountability, responsibility, resilience. Oh, I know where it's at. It's in my drive, my thought journal. Let's go to. Yeah, I'm putting this out. I'm making you guys. Hey, this class. I'm making sure that you guys are actually paying attention and doing. There we go. Okay, so mission and vision. So I have this written up, and I have it printed out and on my wall. And so every morning I read it. Good motorcycle gear for women. It seems very hard to find. Rebecca, yeah, it is pretty hard to find. That's tough. They barely started kind of getting into it. Like the manufacturers started getting into making sure that women actually have good quality gear. I highly recommend following Tessa Barassi. Let's see. She's been posting a lot of stuff, and she's short, but she's on Instagram. Shoot, I don't know how to get it to you, but I know Doodle on the Motorcycle does have some really good stuff. I usually try to find something like leggings that are stretchy, some of the stretchy material, because then it high waist. There's just a bunch. MBT has a perfect pair of riding jeans. Thank you, Rebecca. Thank you. Like, that's definitely not an area that I'm not good at. Stoicism, Nicholas. Yes, stoicism's great. Stoicism is great. I do believe it can go too far, so there is a spectrum on that. So I do have that here. So let's go ahead and I want you guys to know, like, this is mine, and this is when it comes to there we go. I can actually sit like this. Biblical principles on manhood: to be humble, a good steward. I want to read this one. Good steward of your resources and family, slow to anger, forgiving, and willing to do hard things while glorifying God's creation. Ninja status 13. That's great, man. And everyone's different, right? Everyone's different. Some people follow religion. Some people follow like spirituality. Some people follow just straight up pragmatic principles and everything. For me, I'm like a mix of everything. So this is stuff I do throughout the week, and this is stuff I apply to motorcycle training, because with motorcycle training, think of it as just a tool for personal growth. Okay, so you just start, you have an idea, you want to start riding a motorcycle, you don't know how to get to it. So that step from I want to doing it is a lot, and it's a lot for people. And so having that growth mindset lets you understand, hey, I can make these steps, and each step is just a 1% progress, a little bit like a Kaizen type thing from Eastern philosophy. So you're constantly making these small steps, and you're okay with failure, because failure is just another lesson. So when I do these personal growth things and I go look at and read about different philosophies and whatnot, it's just another vehicle for personal growth. And if you just stick with one, like motorcycles, cool, I can be the absolute best motorcyclist, but what is it that you're actually learning on the baseline? What's your foundational skill set? And being a great motorcyclist doesn't mean you're going to be a good father, good husband, good friend. And there's other areas that I think I could do better on. But I try to find, like, what's the first principle here? Self-discipline plays a lot into these principles. It takes work to improve anything in life. Exactly, Canister. And so, like, I try to, with Dan and the Fireman here, this channel, what I try to do is try to make it to where, hey guys, we are growing as individuals. Yes, we're going to watch motorcycle riding. Yes, we're going to become better motorcyclists, but this class that we do every single Thursday isn't necessarily, hey, we're just going to learn stuff. No, it's kind of like a fellowship. We're hanging out, we're learning from each other, and we will get to crashes. I get it. That's what a lot of people like to do. But part of what we're doing is called Broken Egos Reviewed, and ego death is a big part of things. So what we have here, Bikers Anonymous. What I have here is my mission and vision, and we got some values and virtues coming down into here. So my mission right here is to live a life defined by purposeful action, moral integrity, and personal responsibility, where every decision and interaction is guided. I think you guys can read that, but guided by a commitment to treating others with dignity and respect, embracing life's challenges with resilience, seeking a deeper understanding of our role in wider community and the divine plan. Okay, so my vision here is for everyone else. So this is my personal mission, but my vision is here. This is why I'm sharing this. Okay, guys. To cultivate a world where individuals are empowered to find their own meaning and purpose, act with ethical consistency and rational judgment, endure life's adversities with composure and wisdom, and embrace a compassionate and forgiving spirit in accordance with divine guidance. Now, it sounds a lot like when you're out riding, you know, you have a certain purpose, ethical consistency and rational judgment, so you're not an asshole on the road, and you're actually doing what you need to be doing. Life's adversities, composure, and wisdom. So we're learning. Okay, we got some red stage stuff coming up. We got to make sure we know how to swerve. We know how to, get ourselves out of dangerous situations. Embracing compassion and forgiving spirit. Hey, road rage, right? Okay, integrity across all aspects of your life, not just when it's good, also when it's bad. You got to still maintain your compassion. So these are my values, and I put these in here. So existentialism and Kantian principles. Kantian is more like pure honesty. If honesty is going to create an issue in a relationship or with yourself, then you have to really look into why, and then you might have to end that relationship. Existential is that everything ends. It's okay to let things end. Christian values, honesty, integrity, service. Stoicism, right here, right? Okay, resilience and inner peace, making sure that we have our emotions in check. We have control over emotions, and our emotions do not control us. That's one of those things. Okay, so our thoughts and emotions do not own us. Our behaviors and actions that we put out in the world are what we are. So autonomy and personal responsibility. So emphasizing the power of individual choice and responsibility of creating one's own path in life, guided by rational ethics. Okay. So rational ethics, making sure we're doing that stuff. So autonomy, it's very important. Personal responsibility, huge. Universal dignity and respect, recognizing and upholding the inherent worth of every individual, treating all with respect and kindness as reflections of a higher moral law and divine creation. So that right there, like if we apply that to motorcycling, I mean, that's road rage. People have road rage, because they don't believe in inherent worth of every individual on that. So let's go ahead and remember that some people are having bad days, and they might be, tailgating you because they want to get home. They're pissed. Let's just get out of their way. Resilience and inner peace, very important. Maintain your inner tranquility so you don't have that road rage yourself. Compassion, forgiveness, not just for others, but for yourself. Very important. So these are the virtues I follow right here. These are the ones that I and everything kind of changes too. As you grow, things can change. Some of these can be integrated. How you doing, Elad? Integrity and honesty. Integrity is such a huge thing for me. Such a huge thing for me. A lot of stuff that I've been learning is that you can have terrible core values, terrible mission. I don't want to say terrible. You can have a highly negative mission, highly negative core values. Let's skip these ads. What's up with these ads? Let's pause these things. YouTube put that on there. You can have highly negative core value, mission, vision, all that stuff, and you can have high integrity, and you'll stick to that. You'll make sure you are highly defensive, that you can never change, and you have high integrity, so that will stay the same. So when it comes to integrity, making sure that you have a great foundation to have integrity about is important. So for me, that was a kind of an eye opener for a little bit. So truthfulness, consistency in action, values, and transparent approach in dealings with oneself and others. So it's not only when things are going good that you do what's right, or you stick to your principles. Only when it's good. When things are bad, when you're getting defensive, when you recognize an anger, when you recognize fear, when you recognize situations that would be much easier, which would benefit you in the short term, or would just benefit you altogether, if it goes against your core values your principles of mission, you might have to forego that to stick with and have integrity. And that's really important to me because I've lost a lot of relationships, lost a lot of things that I deemed important in my life because I stuck to my core principles and values and vision. And it's very important to me to maintain that. So make sure you guys, do the hard work. And that's part of stoicism too. Making sure that you stick with what you do. Okay. Courage and fortitude, making sure you're doing the hard things. Reflectiveness and mindfulness. Journaling. I journal every day. Courage is something you just can't be afraid to have. Yeah, Yogi Berra. Nice. Making sure that you're doing some self-examination. So, yeah, so let's go ahead. Yeah, so this week, I have a reflectiveness and mindfulness. This week, when did I do it? Tuesday. So Sunday, Monday, I was in my head a lot. I was thinking about things that were creating tension in my mind and my body. And I won't share it here, but I was just thinking, and it started affecting me. I was journaling a lot. I was reframing a lot of things. And what I found was that since I was in my head for so long that I needed to get in my body. So on Tuesday, I went and got a massage. I just went Tuesday morning, I woke up. I was like, nope, I don't want to feel like I've been feeling since Sunday and Monday. I'm going to go ahead and get a massage. And I got a massage it was a 50-minute massage. And I made sure that during the whole time, I wasn't just thinking. I was feeling every motion, feeling every movement, feeling the hands on my body, kind of getting back into my mind, or not my mind, get back into my body. And after that, I was able to journal. Like, it was just perfect. I was able to really focus on what I needed to fix. And I worked through it, and I got it done. So if I didn't do that, typically in the past, I would have been, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. And then the coping within that week or 2 or 3, start drinking more. I would start, eating more. I would sleep in. I would start shirking some responsibilities. And so being able to reflect on things and then get back into my body kind of like prevented a lot of that. So, and then working out. I got to work out after this. Love and service demonstrates self-love and service. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing with you guys. I'm making sure that we're focusing on service. I wanted to share that with you because that was kind of like my week. Working on that. And then yesterday, what did I do yesterday? Oh, I cleaned. That was another part, is making sure decluttering my environment so that my mind wasn't all cluttered and whatnot. So I wanted to share that with you guys. Why does operating a machine give someone balls that they wouldn't have? They were face-to-face at Walmart or someplace other than the road. Don't know, Jay Loy. If I find myself desires which nothing in this world can satisfy, the only logical explanation is that I was made for another world. Ooh, interesting. I think we all identify with that ninja status. Jordan Peterson says, clean your room, which, by the way, I'm seeing Jordan Peterson in March in Phoenix. I'm going to see him live. No, Rick. Outside of me being in a good mood. Currently 3 months sober and trying to keep that going. Going to start hitting the gym in a couple days. Gnarly. Nice. Yeah. Keep it up, man. Keep it up. It's good for you. I think we're going to get started pretty soon. Remember, we get started when we get 100 people liking the video. Okay? You know how that is? It's signing into class. Let's go ahead and get our video of the day. We have 2 videos, actually. Oh, there we go. Come on. There we go. So this crash, the dude got a lot of road rash. A lot of road rash. So we're going to be talking about road rash a little bit. Which, by the way, everybody, rescue packs are 25% off now. You get, well, it's high vis, but it's see-through here. Get a high vis vest. Here's the rescue pack. So you get the rescue card. You get 4x4s, roll gauze so you can pack the wound. You got 5x9s. You got your trauma shears back here and a tourniquet, mylar blanket, triangular bandage for the sling and swath. 25% off now. 25% off. 25% off. Plus, you get, and I'll be talking about this throughout the stream, so I'm going to start here. You get the rescue booklet. So the rescue booklet is an instruction manual on how to do this, on how to apply the rescue principles to a crash scene. And I feel like I look a little washed out. Let me go ahead and change this. Remember, I changed the webcam because it was acting a little funny. There we go. A little bit less gamma. Let's go ahead and do... No, it's too much contrast. There we go. Whoa! I don't want to look like orange, man. I think it's a little better. My eyes have probably getting worse. I am 36 now. So, I'm currently off sick with PTSD after too many operational tours, British Army. All I have is, at the minute, is the gym. I'm too anxious to go out. I've stopped drinking, but it's real hard. Scratch. That sounds tough. That sounds real tough. Do I still look a little orange? I'll change that. Stick with one thing at a time. If all you have is the gym, be amazingly well. Do your absolute best at being the best at the gym. And then once you get that habit down, start adding more habits. Create a new thing. For a while, it's going to be, hey, I'm having to do new thing. Constantly, it's like, man, it's like such a struggle just doing new things over and over again. Before you know it, though, you've done so many new things that you have like 4 or 5 different habits. One of them is like eating well, going to the gym. You stop drinking. Now you're actually doing like a social event every Wednesday. You hike every weekend. And then you can start looking at, hey, I got things done. I have all these achievements now. And that really helps out. Gratitude work really helps. So I have CPTSD, complex PTSD, and I have PTSD from firefighting, which thankfully from firefighting I've been able to manage. The complex PTSD from childhood, that's been something that's just long-term, changed my brain. And so it's something I definitely have to manage quite a bit. Mindfulness is something I'm trying to keep up with, but your own brain tends to be your own worst. Yep. Journaling helps because then I can like talk into my journal. Writing, I type in my journal, and then I reread it like after, like the next day. And I'm like, man, my mind was, that's not how I think. Where it's like, that sounds really negative. I wouldn't tell my best friend that. Good, Clover. I quit smoking cigs. Nice. Distinguished Gentleman's Ride is in May. I think like May 14th. I don't know, mid-May. Excuse me. We're going to get started real soon. Remember, 100 likes. Let's get this music going. In fact, let's go ahead and... There we go. If you haven't been following me on Instagram, please do. I post some behind-the-scenes stuff on the Instagrams. Yeah, it's taken me since I started therapy January 2018. Okay, so 6 years of basically monthly therapy to kind of work through some of these issues. Which it could be shorter, but I treat it like a slow progression. Try not to rush it. It's a big thing. Nothing distinguished about your Daytona? Yeah. I'm riding in the FTR. 96 likes, guys. Once we get to 100 likes, we're going to get started. In fact, I'm going to hit start record. We're recording now. Love the show. Thank you. I appreciate it. We have today, let's go and turn this down just a little bit. And by a little bit, I mean a lot. Today, we're going to be talking about how to ride a motorcycle in the neighborhood. And then we're also going to be talking about jackets and pants. No, I'm sorry. We're going to be talking about jacket. Well, are we going to be talking about jackets and pants? Let's see. Maybe pants too. Yeah, we're going to be talking about jacket and pants. Yeah, we'll talk about both. So we're going to go over this video. We're going to hop on the bike. We're going to go ahead and start riding in the neighborhood. I'm going to show you how to ride in the neighborhood, how I like to do stuff like that. And then we're going to come back into the office. We're going to do an after action review, another one, and then we're going to talk about jackets and pants. Okay, guys? Had to subscribe to it. I had been subscribed, never left, and then YouTube decided. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. I think accepting that things don't have to go back to the way things were and instead believe that you can create a different but good future helps close the trauma loop and look forward with hope. Ninja status, one thing that's great. That's what I was thinking. That's what I had to think in the past. I would really look up ego death. So like I had to look up and really work through it. The ego death of being a father and a husband. Like that's no longer my role. The husband part was easy. I was like, yeah, okay, I'm single. But no longer being a stepfather. So in my eyes, it was being a father. That was tough. And so I remember once I went through that, I was like, oh, wait, I've already, like when I was going through, I was like, oh, wait, I've already done that and I remember the struggle of leaving the fire service. And I'm like, I'm no longer a firefighter. That was tough. And then I started going through all the stuff in my past. I'm like, oh my gosh, I've already accepted a lot of these things without really thinking about it. So like anything in the future, any relationship or any role that I have in the future, it's I can deal with it. And that's where the existentialism kind of comes through for me. So learning about existentialism, learning about Taoism, and the Tao, the Wei Wu, is it Wu Wei or Wei Wu? And flow, yeah, really helped out. Reminds you when you left the Army? Yeah, it's a tough one, man. All right, guys, we're going to be jumping into this one. So let me go ahead and do this. Killing in the name of ego. All right, guys, you know how we do this. What we do is at the beginning, what we do here is that we go over these crashes and close calls. We try to prevent them ourselves, but it's really good to see other people go through that because we don't have to go through it ourselves. And it's called, how can I explain it? The best way I can explain it is that kids, humans, we have an impressive amount of mirror neurons. That's how we learn. That's how we learn as children. It's the basics, the basis of learning, mirror neurons. So if we watch other people do things, we start learning that. So you watched your parents when you're a kid, you start learning from them, their examples. So when we watch people crash and have these close calls, we are watching them and we're learning from them. And we can take it one of two ways. We can do exactly what they do, and we can mirror that. So the speeding, the road rage, all those things. Or we can watch what they're doing and learn what not to do in these situations. And that's what I want you guys to take away from this. So we're going to learn what not to do in some of these situations. So let's go ahead and start this up. So we have crazy way to surf on bike, epic and crazy moments. Okay. So are going to learn what these people are doing, use our mirror neurons to figure this out.
Guys, today
What's up, Motostars?
It's in trouble episode for you.
Okay, this is typical riding.
Learn from the mistakes of
Typical riding.
Check this out.
Okay, intersection coming up. This person pulling out. Swerve. Ooh, the trailer almost got him. So we couldn't see that because of a line of sight issue. Let's go back just a little bit. So line of sight issue here. Let's go back through here. So this is a typical area. You know, you got Panda Express right over here. Typical area, typical thing that we're going to have to deal with.
Guys,
We're coming up to here. We're switching left lane. We have intersections coming up. So remember, with this much traffic, typically, well, traffic's on the other side. We have a median, so that's helpful. But with this traffic, I'm typically like in yellow stage. I'm zoned in, kind of aware of I am aware of everything. I'm paying attention. If you don't know what it is, this is the color code chart that we use, the MTC awareness stages from the MTC Rider Academy, which links in the description if you want to sign up for the Academy. It's part of Unit 1. It's our online course. And we're coming up to here, and I see some brake lights up ahead. I see that there's a turn lane right there, which indicates that there's going to be an intersection here. So we're going to go into orange stage. Orange stage is when we're ready to act. We're paying attention. Let's go back over here. Specifically identified a hazardous situation. And I know we're throwing out a lot at you at the beginning, but remember, planning your ride is important because we're able to locate these hazardous situations. So position for safety, looking for those escape routes, looking for good space of cushions and line of sight. Locating hazardous situations here. Okay, assessing if there's any relevant threats. That's a big one, okay? So not everything's a threat. You know, all these cars over here aren't threats typically because we have the median and they're staying in their lanes, but if anybody's going to come out in front of us, that's going to be an issue. So we're going to have to start navigating active threats once that happens, and that's going to be a red stage. So we're coming up to here, intersection, intersection, intersection. I see this white car right here. Now, this is going to be possible. Okay, remember we're talking about planning our ride. So we already located the hazardous situation. We're assessing if this is a relevant threat. If they're stopped, they're fine. But remember, positioning for safety is important. Right now, I'm going to start doing this. I'm not going to do 1, 2, 3. Well, let's do 1, 2, 3. Let's do 1, 2, 3 for today. So 1, 2, 3, we're in lane position 2. Okay, the space cushion to the left is okay. This is a pretty good spot, gives you good escapes to left and right. But my biggest concern is the hazard on the left. So I'm going to go ahead and move over to position 3. This is going to give me better line of sight also. And also it's going to allow me to swerve if I have to. I know what's happening here is this person's going to come out. It's going to be an issue. But that's what I'm doing. So if I have to, I'm going to have to swerve hard to the left. This is good. Doesn't matter what position you're in as long as you do the appropriate red stage maneuver. So right here, we have somebody pull out in front of us. This is going to be that side of the vehicle pattern. That's going to let you know, hey, we got to do something. And we have a trailer. Gap is closing here, so it's a terrible spot to swerve into. So if I was in 1, 2, 3, you notice how he switched over to 3 to start swerving to the right. Well, now he's going to have to swerve to the left because the gap is going to increase over here because this vehicle is going that way. Pretty simple, common sense, all those things. But the main thing here that we need to understand is what is it that we're going to do in a red stage maneuver? Are we swerving? Are we accelerating? Are we braking? What are we doing? Are we going left, right, forward, or trying to slow down and stop? So when it comes to progressive braking, right, we're going to squeeze. Okay, we're going to squeeze that front brake because a lot of the braking power that we have is on that front brake. We're going to squeeze that front brake. We're going to wait for that weight transfer, and it's so quick. The moment you roll off the throttle, you're getting weight transfer because of engine braking. So when we do a little bit of front brake, it's really going to put weight on there, and then you can squeeze more and more and more to the point where you can pretty much stop. Okay, but the point here of what we're trying to do is just buy ourselves some time to allow this idiot to go. That's what we're trying to do. And then if we have to, we can swerve left and find this gap, this escape. So a little bit of a skid. ABS will help out in that. This looks like it's probably an older bike that doesn't have that ABS. Let's go ahead and move me over here just a little bit. There we go. Needed that. But overall did well, handled the situation, solved his own problem. But remember, let's figure out what we can do in these situations so that we can prevent this for ourselves. Very important. All right, here we go. So handled it, found the escape. Thankfully that median, right? The median became flat. So let's go and take a look at this. So the median is raised. It's a curb right now. And then it turns into something that you can actually go into. So you found the escape path, found the situation, reacted with the horn. That's not going to help out in a lot of situations because now you're hoping that they're going to do something. You're hoping they're going to be the ones that are going to prevent the accident. You need to be in control of your own safety. He is going super fast, so this vehicle probably thought you're right. I see right here, 143, 140. This guy, yeah, it says 131 right there, but the vehicle pulling out probably anticipated, hey, this guy's way down there. They're going 45 like they're supposed to. I have plenty of time. But when you have this and you're just such a small object and you start shooting super fast, that's when vehicles can't pay attention to you and they don't understand what's going on. And then boom, you're kind of in a bad spot. So this is why it's really important to go the speed limit, because that's what people expect. But thankfully, was able to find that escape onto that median that became flat. So, oh, one sec. Do you see that? Look at the shadow. Look at the shadow. A little bit of an ego ride. Trying to impress his date, his new girlfriend, his boyfriend. I don't know. Right? Absolutely reckless. Do not do that. Do not do that. I'd be pissed if that was my daughter on the back of that guy's bike. I'd be pissed. One sec. It said brown moment, right? Brown moment. What do you think? Why do you think we call it brown stage? Yeah. But the thing is, they did find the escape, so they actually did a good job. All right, let's see what's happening here. Find the escapes. Oh, no. Oh, rescue time. Rescue time. Okay, we got another view. What about you? Oh, you're gonna... Let's go back. Let's go back. Let's go back. So, when we're riding in the back, so as a firefighter, what we have with house fires is that we have the initial team that goes in, and then we have somebody in the back. So we have a team that goes in, and we have a team that's at the door. I'm trying to like use regular terms. Team at the door, and that team at the door is watching that team go in, and it's called a rapid intervention team or rapid intervention crew. And they're the ones that's their only job. So whenever I'm riding in a group ride, I'm in the back. I'm the last person, or second to last, but whatever it is, I am the last person. And the reason why I like being the last person is because I've always liked being on the rapid intervention crew because I loved firefighter survival. I'm practicing that and really helping out and self-extricating and all that stuff. It's just fun for me. I loved it. Plus, it allowed me to protect my brothers and sisters versus just having to put out a fire. You know, I took a lot of pride in that. So when I'm in the back, I'm making sure I have my rescue pack. Okay, so I'm making sure I have my rescue pack. I'm making sure I have everything situated so that I know what I'm doing, which, by the way, the 25% off right now. Links in the description. Go to the shop. Check it out. You get a bunch of gloves. You get different gloves that you want to pick. You get the rescue booklet, and you get a vest while supplies last, okay? And the reason why I'm in the back is so that if something does happen, I can protect the situation or protect the scene and help out these people. When it comes to this, it's like we have people crashing up ahead. I'm immediately switching into I got to rescue. So I'm going towards the shoulder. Remember, we have cars here. I'm going towards the shoulder. I'm doing a head check, and I'm moving over, and I'm remaining calm, ensuring my own safety, which, by the way, you get this rescue card when you get this the rescue pack. If you're a part of the MTC Rider Academy, you can download it and print it off yourself. So that guy crashed right there. So we have one patient immediately already. We already know that. We have one patient off on the right. You can see that. We have two bikes, and we have a patient way up there, okay? So we have three patients. There's only one of me, so you have to do triage. And the way you do triage is, are they breathing or they're not? Are they level 1, level 2? Like, there's a bunch more when it comes to triage, but if that person that just crashed back there in the back of the SUV, they're breathing, they're walking, I'm not helping them. If I'm coming up to this person, they're not breathing, I'm going to try to open their airway, and then I got to move off to this person, I think, way over here. There you go. And if they are breathing, then that's the person I'm working on. The person that's not breathing is probably going to die because that's the lack of resources. And this is why when you're in a group ride, everybody should have this training, because if it's just me with three patients and one of them is not breathing, and one's walking, and one is breathing but unconscious, the one that's unconscious and breathing is the only one I'm going to be able to help. So if we had multiple people, I can have multiple people on the one that's not breathing, multiple people on this one, and maybe one person helping the walking wounded. Very important to have everybody in your group ride have medical training. Stop the bleed is important, is really good. But once again, we have the rescue booklet. It teaches you how to do a lot of that stuff. We have on Motorcycle Training Concepts YouTube channel how to use everything in here. Prep Medic is a flight medic that teaches you how to use all this stuff. The Academy has those videos too. Please just get some medical training. But right here, let's go back just a little bit. This patient that is right there is not going to be too good. Not going to be too good. We're going to have some broken bones easily. So first thing is remain calm and making sure that you don't get hurt yourself. Help out if you can. You need multiple people to be medically trained. You're going to have this many people riding. Oh. And then right here, you're going to have to learn how to swerve real quick to find that escape. That was a terrible position to put yourself in. Remember positioning for safety? Positioned into a spot they can't escape out of. Because we're looking for line of sight, escape paths, and space cushions. So you get into here, you don't have an escape. All right, let's take a look at this one. Listen to some Spotify. Intersection right here. It's outside of the vehicle. Swerve, swerve, swerve. Good swerve. That was great. So intersection, remember, side of the vehicle, that's the pattern we have. They start moving. As soon as you see that, as soon as they start moving, we got to switch into red stage. So we're going to have to find that escape path and swerve into it because this person's going to take our spot. So great job with the swerve and then get yourself back into the open area. But always watch out. Once you finish one thing, there's going to be something else you got to take care of. All right, Tom Collis, here we go.
Crosses several lanes at once, completely ignoring the rider and hitting into the central reservation.
Okay. Ooh! Swerve, swerve. Good job. Good job. Good job. So we have this right here. You start to see the SUV starting to move over and over and over and over quickly. Be very careful. I actually had this issue when I was riding this week where I just knew because we're just like going and it's like I know you're gonna switch over. We had that open lane pattern and I just stayed staggered and I didn't have to. It was just such an easy thing to just go ahead and go because it's like they're not gonna get into my lane. But I just stayed staggered and then last second they switched over. There's no reason to be side by side with other vehicles. There really isn't unless you have to. So here, this is perfect. This person could have easily went way up forward. Didn't have to though, and it saved them. Remember, we're positioning for safety right here. You see a little bit on the front end on the motorcycle. Typically, with the cameras on the chin, when we apply the brakes, we kind of lean forward because of the weight transfer. So see how much we can see right here on the bottom. There's the brakes. He applied the brakes. Where the rider applied the brakes, and you see how he shifted forward, and everything shifted forward. So right now we're doing some good progressive braking. We just need to buy ourselves some time. We need to find that escape to the left, and they did that. So great escape. Good job. Braking's not always going to solve the problem, especially at interstate speeds. Keep moving forward. Look forward, look forward, look forward. All right. Bad line of sight, but it is what it is. We're at a stop sign. Everyone's going to do their stops. This person's not going to do their stop, are they? Accelerate. So don't brake. Don't brake on that spot. Okay, that's when our escape is going to be an acceleration, which, by the way, I really like these. If you're ever going to ride with a passenger in a sport bike, these are amazing. These are amazing. Please get one if you consistently have a passenger. They work well. They work well. It's such a good thing. I mean, of course, and if you have a girlfriend, you're going to want them to be holding on to you. I get it. But sometimes, especially with braking, because when you tell a passenger, we're going to kind of get into a little bit of passenger stuff. When you're braking hard and you're just holding on, the passenger's holding on, it's not going to, their weight's going to be on you. And then your weight's going to be on the handlebars. What you want is them to be able to grab on to the tank. So when you apply the weight or apply the brakes, they're pushing on the tank. So their weight is applied to the tank versus on you. With here, their weight is applied onto that. And then also they can hold on to it. It's somebody right in the, I don't know the exact term, but it's basically, it's a handle. It's right on the fuel. Yeah, it's a handle that you can install. Tank handlebar. There you go. Thank you, Marshall Tiger. Tank handlebar. It's perfect. It works great. Simple. If you have passengers on a sport bike, highly recommend getting one of those. Let's take a look at this. So we're coming up to here. We're in orange stage. Remember, we're planning our ride. Okay, we're positioned for safety. This is a hazardous situation. We've already located it. We're going to assess if there's any relevant threats. Okay, so far, not too bad. Navigating the active ones. When it comes to a red stage maneuver, remember, we have acceleration, braking, and swerving. Those are our escapes. Those are the things that we can do. You can accelerate out of a situation. You can brake to hopefully buy yourself some time so that you can maybe think about swerving or accelerating. Swerving left and right can also work too. In this situation, when we're coming up to here and this person's about to hit us, braking is going to keep us in the path of travel. Accelerating is going to push us out of the situation so that hopefully we can get ourselves out. So when he was braking right here, he's hoping that person would brake too. It's not good. Let's go ahead and get ourselves out of here. All right, here we go. Island contrast. Oh, open lane pattern. There it is. Open lane pattern. Don't put yourself in that position. Apply the brakes or accelerate out of there. That was definitely an open lane pattern. Let's go ahead and watch the open lane pattern one more time so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Long line, empty line, they swerve into our line. Simple as that. So either brake or accelerate. I know we might want to keep up with our buddies, but talk to them on your Cardo Pack Talk Bold or Edge. Links in the description for a discount. Okay, they're not supposed to switch over, but from what I understand, you're not supposed to be on that line either. I don't know, it's California. You guys do what you want.
Nice move, stupid.
Yeah. All right, iTunes C.
The driver
Here we go, riding with our buddies.
direction overtakes carelessly, forcing one of these riders to flee.
Ooh, what do we got here? What do we got here? Oh, went a little off road. Good. Hey, it's an escape. We escaped off. Hopefully the rider's okay. Hopefully they kept it up. I think he thought that the driver is going to escape, and it seems the rider's on rage. Okay, I'm trying to tell him that I have everything on video. Okay. Oh, he crashed. Okay. Moving on. Sharp left turn. You saw that. Saw the sign, right? The chevrons indicate it's a sharp left turn. Somebody's going to crash. Not good. Don't follow them. So don't target fixate on the dust. But when you see a dust up, guess what? It's time to rescue. It's time to rescue. But hey, walking wounded though. We're good there. Walking wounded means the musculoskeletal system is working. It means their lungs are working. It means their heart is working. It means their brain is working. It means everything's working. Their blood pressure is still intact. At this point, I would let the rider themselves sit back. We have plenty of people to handle this. There you go, perfect. Let the rider just stand there or sit down. Everyone else help out with the movement. You don't want their blood pressure to drop. That's one of those things. It's like when your body's working, sometimes your body, after a crash, it's like, you know what, we needed to take a break. And what it does is it shuts down a lot of things, and it's going to drop your blood pressure, and you're going to have a syncopal episode, which is faint. You're just going to faint. There you go. You're going to faint. And when you faint from standing, guess what? You're going to hit your head. You're going to hit something. You're going to hurt yourself. And the reason why your body does that is that it's trying to stabilize blood pressure, because if the blood pressure is trying to, or the blood is trying to make it to the brain, it's going against gravity. So the body's like, no, we're going to go ahead and lay flat. So it's just going to not have to go against gravity. Causes issues. So let him sit back. Everyone else handle the situation. And then when he starts feeling better after like 5 minutes, let everything stabilize, let the body get back in homeostasis, we should be good. Ooh, going a little fast here. Lane filter. Oh. There we are. Ooh, no gloves. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Going a little fast. Nice little angular accident here. So thankfully it wasn't head on, his head going into the back of that. But we did hit the angle, and we don't have gloves. Okay, our first instinct for our body and our mind, the reptilian part, is that we're going to put our hands and arms down to protect our core. And so if we don't have gloves, guess what's getting torn up? Okay, hands. So not good. If you work with your hands, you don't want to be, removing all the flesh from it. Oof. Okay, there we could also lose our face. Oh, there's our back of our head. This is why we have full gear, everybody. He doesn't have boots or pants. He just has a 3/4 helmet, and he probably hit the metal there. As a smart rider, we acquire and use personal protective equipment just in case. We also need to recognize and understand it's a hazardous situation to be speeding like that. Okay? Always wear your gear. Here we go, everybody. We're going to be talking about jackets and pants after this, so stay tuned on that one. Are you okay? Oh, he must have crashed already. Only thanks to her, we know it wasn't the biker's fault. Okay. Is this like a longer... Yeah, this might be a longer video. Let's see. She's a gem. We're just going to kind of... Oh! We're going to just kind of go over this. I think all they're doing is talking about... This is going to get demonetized. So, guys, if you want to support what we do here, especially if these videos get demonetized, swing on by the MTC Rider Academy. Sign up. It's $120 a year, and we're constantly updating. You're going to get all the digital stuff from the physical books, so the rescue booklet, smart rider drills, all that stuff. You get to download those. That right there, let's take a look. This is road rash. Okay. Just like burns, level 1, 2, 3, and there's sometimes 4 where the bones are charred. Level 1 is going to be the epidermis kind of taken off, kind of like a bad sunburn. Level 2 is that you start digging into the dermis, and so you start getting nerve endings exposed. Very painful. Level 3, you're starting to get close to the fleshy flesh, almost full thickness, and that's when your nerve endings are ripped off. So actually, level 3 is not as painful as level 2 because you don't have the nerve endings anymore. Still not good. It's just going to be painful for healing. So here we have, looks like level 2 right here, that more red. We have level 1 right here. Right there. So that's 1, 2, 2, and then like level 1. And then we got discoloration from the road and some gravel. So you're going to have gravel inside there. All of this is going to be painful to heal. Taking showers is going to suck. Oh, your skin, yeah.
Cut you off.
Well, now we're going to blur it.
You know, you gotta go to the hospital.
Yeah, you might want to go to the hospital for that.
Hold on. He cut you off. Yeah. Somebody, that's really...
So, right where this injury is, let's see. Where
see somebody, that's really bad.
So the bike is kind of...
Worst crashes probably.
Let's take a look at this.
Yeah,
you know...
Before I've seen...
So right where that is, that's where our gear has abrasion resistance. Right here in the elbow, right in the elbow too. That's why you wear gear, guys. That's why you wear gear. Motorcycle gear. Okay, not a hoodie that's meant for just keeping you warm. Look at his pants all torn up too. His hands are fine. He's got motorcycle gloves. Everything else is kind of tore up. Yeah, we're going to move on. Instinct or your... Yeah, if your instinct is to kind of panic, so you don't have enough training. And that's where brown stage comes in, is that there's a breakdown. You panicked. And you're in an emergency situation, you go to your lowest level of training. So if your lowest level of training is, you know, I practice once every 3 months, or I haven't practiced in years, or I haven't even practiced since the MSF, that's your lowest level of training. If your lowest level of training is that every weekend you just do a couple drills from the drill booklet here, which you can get from the store or from the MTC Rider Academy. Do a few drills, 10 minutes a weekend. Your swerves, your turns, everything could be a lot better. And in an instinct moment, you know how to use your bike and you can get yourself out of this situation. So swerve to the right for that shoulder. Go for that shoulder. Way over there. Go for that shoulder. And there's that impact. That's all it takes. That sucks. Oof. Look at this line of sight issue. Space cushion. Oof. Oof. Whew. That was a better space. I'm sorry, better line of sight right there. 60 kilometers is that what we need to do. You see I can almost see around the vehicle? Now look at that. That's even better. This is a great video. Let's go and watch it. It's a great video on line of sight in different positions and how they provide good, bad, good. Good. I love. Ooh, good job getting yourself out of there. This is a good video. That was a good video. He swerved. All right, open lane pattern. They're gonna get into our lanes. Accelerate or brake. Accelerate or brake. And I get it. We see these videos and they rev bomb or honk, and that there's an actual movement of the vehicles. But how many times have we seen people rev bomb or honk and nothing happens? How many times have we seen where somebody swerved out of the way, accelerated out of the way, emergency braked, and solved their own problem? A lot more. And what is it that you have control over? You have control over your movements, not theirs. So take care of yourself first. At this point, now that I'm safe, I'll go ahead and... Oh, we got somebody else coming. I'd rev bomb and look at him. But this person right here, same thing, open lane pattern. Exactly. Pay attention to what's up front. Oh, we on fire. We on fire. Maintenance of your motorcycle is very important, but sometimes it just happens. At this point, let it burn. Let it burn. Imagine putting it out. Well, I'd let it burn until it's like fully destroyed. Imagine putting it out and the insurance is like, oh, you can get it fixed. We're not going to total it. Why are they stopping traffic?
Tá tranquilo, só pegou fogo.
Let traffic go. Let traffic go. Let it burn. You wouldn't want to repair this and ride it. It's done. You done.
Sai.
Now he's got to buy a whole new extinguisher. How many extinguishers do they got? That's a dry chem extinguisher. It's an ABC extinguisher. A is ordinary combustibles. B is hydrocarbons like fuel and gas. C is electrical. And D is metal. So ABCD is metal. But that's an ABC extinguisher, which is dry chem. Here's a secret, everybody. If you only have an AB extinguisher or an A extinguisher, but it's something electrical on fire, unplug it, and now it's an ordinary combustible. You just unplug it. That's fun. The more you know.
Show, obrigado todo mundo.
Here we go. What do we got here? We got somebody coming out. I see it inside of the vehicle. You guys saw that? Did you guys see that? I saw it. Write in the comments if you saw that. That's a learner. Take a look. We have an intersection. We have sides of the vehicles up here. They're moving. Let's go back a little bit more. Let's get to the beginning. So take a look up in there. Just watch. You see the vehicles moving? They're moving. We have line of sight issues. Pay attention here. I'm a trucker and I need to read the road. Yeah, reading the road is a huge thing that a lot of people don't do. They just assume that since there's markings on the road and we're supposed to go this direction, things just happen that way. Ooh, what do you think caused that loss of traction? That was a loss. That was like a rear tire loss of traction there. Write in the comments, what do you think? Ghost Moto Diaries. Oh, we're going in and out of traffic. Whoa. What happened here? Oh, man. The sheep on the side is like, dude. Are the goats? That sucks. That sucks. Okay, we got oncoming traffic. Good job finding the escape. If we were in a car, we would have been screwed. So take a look at this. Great job with the escape path. So applying progressive braking to buy ourselves some time. Hopefully that person can get around the semi. But look at the escape. We found it. Then we got to get ourselves back into our spot. Mennonite Moto. Watch out for anybody coming around that corner. Crest of the hill. Oh! So who's in the wrong there? I don't do a lot of off-roading. My assumption is that the guy that with the camera should have been on the right side. Like we're doing traffic.
Of some sort there. I heard plastic clatter. Right by your rear tire, there's something.
What up, Luke Gurr? So Steven, right? Like, my assumption is that you're supposed to be on the right. Yeah, road rules should apply to track. Okay. Like, my assumption is that, like I said, I don't ride off-road. My assumption he should be here. Maybe it's in the UK, right? So they're on the left side. They're all backwards here. Oof, that sucks. On 2-track, you always ride the acceptable side according to standards. Yeah. All right, here we go. Dirt Dad stuff. Here we go. Oh, we got a deer? No, we got a big bird. Whoa. That's pretty cool. Tracks are sometimes one way only. What do we got here? Got some sheep. Oh, earlier in the video, you guys got blowed up. You guys got blowed up. Oh, here we go. So, right now, what we have is that we're going to be talking about... No, we're not going to be talking about helmets. Let's get that fixed. We're going to be talking about... We're going to go out for a ride, everybody. There we go. So what we're going to be doing now is that we're going to be talking about check, mic check. There we go. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually hop on the motorcycle. We're going to be riding in a neighborhood so I can show you guys what it is I look for when I'm out riding in a neighborhood. I want to make sure that you guys are paying attention too, okay? Because riding in a neighborhood is going to be one of the first things that you do, because if you bought a motorcycle and you want to get to a parking lot to do your Smart Rider drills, it's kind of difficult to get there unless you start going through a neighborhood. Unless you have a buddy bring the motorcycle to the parking lot, you might have to start riding in a neighborhood. And neighborhood riding is actually really fun because you can actually practice your shifting, your swerving, your braking, your everything that involves actually riding out in traffic. It's just that there's going to be less of it depending on time of the day. So make sure that you gear up, check your ride, make sure everything's working pretty well, start slow and steady, and get yourself to a parking lot because that's really helpful. We have some kids here playing in the neighborhood, but that's what a typical neighborhood looks like if you're in the suburbs. But let's go ahead and start watching out for traffic, any type of obstruction. Well, it looks like it died. So the cool thing about doing it live is that when you screw up, everyone gets to see it. Everyone gets to see it. So I'm going to go ahead and charge that so that when we talk about jackets and stuff, we can get into it. So what I was trying to get at, we're going to have to restart that, re-roll it. Okay. So here we go. We're going to go ahead and start riding in a neighborhood, and we're going to make sure that we are going to do it safely, because when you're out riding in a neighborhood, it's usually going to be one of the first things that you do. Now, I want you guys to be practicing in parking lots and utilizing the Smart Rider drills, but some of you guys don't have parking lots right next to your home unless you have a buddy kind of take it there. You guys get there. Anyways, long story short, riding in neighborhoods is really good because there's going to be less traffic, especially during the time of the day where people are either at work, weekends, Sundays, people are at church, whatever it is. It's really good practice because you're going to be able to practice traffic. There's going to be less traffic, but there's going to be possible people pulling out of driveways, so that's going to be good for intersection type, sides of the vehicle type pattern recognition. Watch out for any obstructions. So you're going to be watch out for any speed bumps. Sometimes they have them. Some potholes, some road surface hazards. Then intersections, okay? Sometimes it's going to be stop signs. Sometimes it's going to be mainly yield. Sometimes it's just going to be kind of like what you got to figure out. but it's going to be really good for practicing your plan method, locating those hazardous situations. It's also going to be really good to practice going from yellow to orange stage. We're going to be getting on the bike, guys. I'm going to show you how to do this, okay? We're going to prioritize our safety, so let's make sure that we have fun doing it. But let's go ahead and get on the bike. Thank you, Nathan, for doing such a great job on Unit 3. That was all in the parking lot. And now we're out here in a neighborhood. So in a parking lot, what we're doing is reducing factors. So we're reducing traffic, we're reducing like kids playing around. It's a controlled environment for you to practice your basic skills. And so that's going to be, you know, like the braking, the throttle, the clutch, the shifting, all that stuff. You're practicing that in a parking lot so you don't have hazards. But now we're adding hazards, okay? We're going to start off slow though. So part of all of what we're trying to do is build upon what we've already learned. And we've learned in Unit 1, the MTC awareness stages, the plan method. Unit 2, we have all our gear now, right? I got all my gear on. And in Unit 3, we learned how to basically operate things. So we're going to add in just one more. We're putting Unit 1 into practice. We're wearing all the Unit 2 stuff, and we should have at least a basic understanding of everything in Unit 3. So now we're going to be going into the neighborhood. So this is a really great area to practice. I actually prefer, if you want to do even a step below, is a neighborhood in development. Watch out for nails, but a neighborhood in development where it's just the road and there's no housing. And all you're going to have to worry about is going to be anybody looking at the area when they're driving. So we're going to go ahead and add some hazards here. We have a neighborhood, but if you can't have one where there's no development, here's a cool thing, is do it during a time where people are at work or kids are at school. So weekends are pretty bad. I get it. You're also working, but you could still make it work there. Still reducing some hazards. So one of the things that I want you guys to be focused on is watch out for any traffic. Right now, I reduced that hazardous situation by doing it during the middle of the day when nobody's really home. But you're going to have to watch out for traffic. Typically, it's going to be 25 miles per hour in a neighborhood, so you don't have to worry about it too much. But still watch out people pulling into their driveways. So this is great practice on intersections and sides of the vehicles. This is going to give you a good visual representation of sides of the vehicles. Everyone's parked. Nobody is in their vehicles. But when you see lights on, then you know somebody's there or they're just waiting. Treat every single one of these driveways as an intersection. Try to practice your yellow stage. We're typically in yellow stage, but then when you see a side of the vehicle, go ahead and pop in orange stage, back in yellow stage. Practice the jumping back and forth between yellow and orange. Practice your sides of the vehicle pattern. And then treat these as intersections, because that's a possibility, somebody pulling out or going in, or somebody turning left in front of you. It's typically just oncoming traffic, one single lane, no centerline stripe. So watch out for that. Watch out for people kind of moving around. But that also gives you a huge lane to practice in. Since there's no centerline stripe, you can use the whole thing. Just watch out for oncoming traffic. That's going to be a scary thing. Obstructions, watch out, like I said, for parked cars, curbs. Sometimes there's curbs. It's also good practice for stop signs and those intersections that we're going to be coming up. So now that we have that, let's go and turn on the bike. Let's start riding. And I'm going to point out some things that you might want to watch out for. Kids are a big one. Animals are another one. Just watch out for things. Don't want to run into anything. That's the whole plan, right? Plan method. I'm going to keep this up because I can stay nice and cool. I have my eye protection, everything on, making sure everything is good to go. Got traction control. Let's just go ahead and go. Friction zone, throttle control, looking head checks, right? We practiced that in Unit 3. Thank you, Nathan. God, he did such a great job. So here we go. We have a stop sign coming up. I see sides of the vehicles, nobody's in it, but I'm going to go ahead and roll off the throttle like we've practiced, pulling the clutch. Oh, we got somebody here. I'm going to go ahead and position for safety. Thank you. Nice little wave. We all understand each other, and apply some progressive braking. And I'm going to stop at the stop sign. So now that we're here, I'm going to go ahead and put it neutral so I can talk just a little bit. I have terrible line of sight here. We talk about positioning for safety, that we need to have good line of sight, space cushions, and an escape path. I got plenty of escape paths. Nobody's behind me. I don't see much here. So what you can do, and this is part of Unit 3, is get that friction zone. Okay, find that friction zone. And I'm just going to go ahead and creep out a little bit. Maybe give it a little bit of throttle if you're on a lower CC bike. Go ahead and tiptoe it out. And what I'm doing is my line of sight is opening. And now I can see better, but I'm not going to get hit still. Can see better. Can see better. There it is. And now we're going to go ahead and put tight turn from a stop into practice. I'm going to turn left, indicators on, handlebar turn, just like Nathan taught you. Look, look, look. Still going. And that's where the tight turn from a stop comes in handy, because you need to be able to do that. Now, it's typically to the right. That's going to be hard, so we're going to try that here. We have another stop sign. We're practicing our MTC awareness stage is an intersection, so we're in orange stage. Once again, we're gonna go ahead and stop. Very good. Looks like we got a speed hump ahead. We're gonna practice going over an obstacle. So tight turn, same thing. There we go. We're moving on. We got a speed hump. So what we want to do with speed humps, speed bumps, or anything like that, maybe a kid, just kidding, don't run over kids. Lift our butt up, go up and over. Use your legs as suspension. Great practice right here for a U-turn, super wide U-turn. Okay, so like this is what I do in a neighborhood. We're practicing our skills that we learned in Unit 3, the basic operation, and we're applying it to the real world road stuff. There's no traffic, there's nobody like coming out, but I still got hazards, so I'm gonna go ahead and position better, lift my butt up, go over, and position away so I have space cushions from these vehicles. We're practicing all 3 units into one. It's very easy to practice Unit 2 with full gear because we're wearing it. Good job, you got it right. And we're practicing Unit 1 with our plan method MTC awareness stages. I'm in yellow stage right now, but we have an intersection coming up right here. And I know this seems so basic, but this is how you start. Orange stage, nobody's coming. Hands on the handlebars, but I like to talk with my hands. Now I'm back into yellow stage. We have a turn coming up. This is a curve, right? Orange stage, we learned that in Unit 1. So I'm gonna go ahead and look, and we're gonna go. If you notice, I'm going 15 miles an hour. It's a 25-mile-an-hour area, typically in a neighborhood, but you don't have to go 25. But that's the cool thing, is that everyone else should be going 25. So you don't have to there was got a side of the vehicle right there coming out. That is a perfect example. I'm pretty far away. I'm gonna try to creep up. Perfect example of what you should be paying attention to in a neighborhood. So this is just like an intersection at in town, which we're going to be talking about more, and we're actually going to be riding in town. That's like the expert level, at least in my mind. It's more like moderate. But anyways, watch out for those sides of the vehicles. So that when we're assessing relevant threats, right now we have an intersection right here. When we're assessing relevant threats, that person was coming out. It wasn't anywhere near me, so I didn't have to navigate anything. But if it came out right in front of me, what you can do, and this is what I like to do in neighborhoods, is find these manhole covers. So I'm going right towards the manhole cover, swerve, get back into my spot. So you can practice that at 20 miles an hour. We got another one right here, swerve, get back into my spot. And so what you're doing is you're training your mind, and you're creating new synapses, and you're getting everything ready for when something does happen, that you know what you can do on your bike. So in a parking lot, you're kind of just stuck with the parking lot, and that's great. Like I said, we got another intersection, that's the same vehicle. But when you're out here on the road, you actually get to move and go. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop. It's a stop sign. You know what, I'm gonna turn left because it seems like it's more of like a big area. So there you go, is like the main road. I don't feel comfortable, if I'm a new rider, I don't feel comfortable going out there yet. I'm gonna stick to this. I'm gonna stick to riding in a neighborhood. So here we go. Now this is like one of those main thoroughfares in a neighborhood. You're gonna have more traffic. It's about 25 miles an hour. So if this looks familiar to you wherever you live, this is a great option for when you can just pick up the speed and you don't have to worry about driveways. You just have to worry about intersections like this one. So right now I don't have to worry about any driveways other than pedestrians and maybe dogs. It was a blind turn, blind turn, blind turn, blind turn, blind turn. And we're back into yellow, but we're gonna go back into orange because it is a stop sign. So practice my progressive braking, downshifting, right? So I typically don't even get past third gear when I'm in a neighborhood. I'm usually in first or second, but it all depends on your motorcycle. But intersection, orange stage, looking for escapes. Nothing's happening, back into yellow stage, kind of relaxed. Oh, another intersection. But you see how that it's gonna practice. You're practicing the switching. You're practicing every aspect of Unit 1, Unit 2, Unit 3. So right here we have a cul-de-sac, okay? So this is gonna be like oh, it's not really a cul-de-sac, it's okay. No, we'll turn right. We'll go to the cul-de-sac. Go watch out for road surface hazards, go over it nice and smooth. And this is where slow straight line comes in handy right there, where I'm coming up like, I don't know what I'm doing, I don't wanna put my feet down. I'm gonna do slow straight line. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and prep myself for this U-turn because it's a dead end. I don't wanna like get off and try to turn the bike. Look where I wanna go. Nice little U-turn, watch out for road surface hazards. Now that I'm straight, throttle, release a little bit of that friction zone. We got a car right there, side of the vehicle, around a line of sight issue. He sees us, I think. Very good. He's putting on a seatbelt. Have a great day. And we're moving on. So when we're out in a neighborhood, it is just practice of the easy stuff that we learned in Unit 3, the basic operation, with very minimal. There's still some risks because you got vehicles still, you got road surface hazards, you still got stop signs and intersections. Based on time of day, you could have a lot of other things. So practice your skills, practice your MTC awareness stages, practice your plan method, actively tell yourself out loud what you're doing. Hey, I'm going into orange stage because it's a corner. Now I'm going to be switching over here back into yellow stage. And what that's doing is training your brain to see it without it saying it. Practice your slow speed, practice your U-turns. When there's an opportunity in a dead end, practice your U-turns. When there's an opportunity with a manhole cover, get up to about 20 miles an hour, do a quick swerve, get back into your spot, and there you go. Practice your progressive braking right here at stop signs. So squeeze, 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 weight transfer to the front. Look both ways. I can't see because line of sight is messed up. I'm gonna go ahead and use a little bit of friction zone, kind of walk it a little bit with 1 foot. If you could do 2 feet, even better. And now I'm gonna go ahead and apply the brakes so I can see, open the view, and there it is. I got a vehicle behind me. So we're gonna go ahead and move on to the next lesson, and I'll see you guys there. Hi. How's everybody doing? Anybody else practice in the neighborhood? Anybody else practice in the neighborhood? I like neighborhood riding. Neighborhood riding is a lot of fun because, especially with like new neighborhoods, it allows you to really practice a bunch of different skill sets with relative less risks, basically a little bit less risks. Hit the like button. Yeah, hit the like button, everybody. Let's get to 239 likes. How long am I staying on? We just finished our first AAR, and we just finished our first riding lesson. Yeah. And we have another after action review, and so we're about halfway. How about I just start there? We're halfway. So we got another after action. We're going to talk about jackets and pants also. We're going to get back to the class. My motorcycle's missing me at the last 3 months. Oh, man, that sucks. You got recruited back. We're going to head back to class. So everyone, let's make it back to the classroom. We have another video to really to kind of go over. I think this one's going to be a quick and easy one, and we're going to jump into everything else. So here we go. There we are. All right, got my little elevator. Lots of snow on the ground, just so playing it in the garage. Let's go ahead and get the new video up and going. Let's go ahead and pause you. Let's go ahead and get you to here. Well, that's not a good view to have. What kind of pizza is this? Yeah, guys, what kind of pizza did you guys get for today? You don't even know. You just found it. Where'd you find it? Okay, I won't tell the class. All right. It's good pizza. Guys, it's good pizza. It's safe. Yeah, we'll talk about jackets and pants. Let's go ahead and get this out of the way. There we go. It's just, don't worry about what's on it. There might be some things here and there that might look a little weird. Don't worry about it. It's healthy. It's healthy. I just posted some behind the scenes stuff on Instagram, so if you want to check that out, it's on my Instagram stories. I posted about 2 or 3 different things behind the scenes. You might want to check it out. Links in the description. It's based DanDanTheFireman on Instagram. Might want to check it out if you like that kind of stuff. Someone looks flat. Oh. I was like, what are you trying to say? What are you trying to say? So we've been in a live class for about an hour and a half. We probably got another hour and a half to go. Spent some time this morning talking about some mission, vision, core values, and everything. So, too much snow, Maurice? Ugh. Let's get to 239 likes, everybody. Let's get some likes going. My head looks shiny as ever. Cool. Cool. Let's get some music going. Let's get to 200 likes. We'll start on 200 likes. How about that? So if you've just joined the class, in order to get credit for today's class, you have to sign in. And how you sign in, you click the like button. So let's go ahead and click that like button, everybody. We're going to get into this video pretty soon. Let's go ahead and turn it down just a teeny tiny bit. How about that? Let's do 20%. She's got that lemon pledge shine. Yeah. What's my ultimate goal with your course material, Dan? Want to start your own MSF? Psychopaths? Honestly, that's a great question. That's a great question. I don't know if I have an ultimate goal. My goal is to do this forever. Or at least educate forever. So, you know, whenever I hear questions like that, let's go ahead and pause the music. Whenever I hear questions like that, I try to go with what my gut says and then just try to put that into words. My gut says is I want to create course material. I want to create educational material for writing groups. And I say that because the MSF and Total Control and all of them, they do a great job. They get people from not writing to writing because they get their endorsement. They do all that stuff. But after that, like, what do you do? And so, like, rescue, teaching and mentoring, those things really emphasize a community. And so if I can work with road captains, writing groups, clubs, to be able to put on, you know, they bring in like 30 of their people, 30 of their members. We sit in class for 2 hours, and I have a 2-hour class. Let's say it's an hour and a half because you put in some breaks. An hour and a half class where I can teach them how to basically, you know, plan the ride, stages. They already know how to ride, basically, for the most part. But we have the Smart Rider games. Get them out in the parking lot, have some fun. So it might be like a 4-hour class then at that point. Do some basic rescue. And then really work on active listening, empathetic listening, teaching and mentoring, how to mentor, different types of mentoring, peer mentoring. And so being able to create content specifically for groups, teams, and it doesn't have to be official writing groups, but let's say just you and like 4 of your buddies are like riding around all the time. Great crew. Imagine all 5 of you having trauma kits and rescue materials, and then you're able to teach and mentor each other with your experiences and different perspectives, and maybe you guys create your own little Smart Rider games team. You know? That's kind of where I'm going at. That's where I'm going at. I was very big on teaching brand new riders, but I'm getting to the point where there's only so much you can do to teach somebody how to mount and dismount a bike and do friction zone. I mean, if you can, I'm creating another course. So the MTC Rider Academy is a living thing, and so I'm recreating the basic Smart Rider right now. So it's a little bit more condensed, a little bit more straight to the point, a little bit less wordy, and hopefully you can complete it within 3 hours or 2 weekends. If you can do it in 1 weekend, even better. And then once that's done, it's done. And then I'm going to be working on more of a how can you learn all this stuff with a group of 3 people or 2 people? And then from there, I think I'll move into like 5, 10, 15, all that stuff. But yeah, that's a great question, man. I've been thinking about it. Let's get to 200 likes, everybody. 187 right now. We just need 13 more. So if you haven't liked yet, let's go ahead and get to it. We're going to do 200 likes. We're going to get started. Would you ever consider having employees? I did have employees before. I think I'm going to keep doing this solo for now. I've had contractors and employees before. It's just a lot more work. I won't run for president. I was thinking about running for like a school board or city council, maybe. That'd be kind of cool. Certification based on your courses. I would love to, Jay. And I've looked into possibly getting accredited for a few things, but I think I need to. I think I'm still a little bit. I think I still need to put a little bit more solidification and some standardization in what I'm doing, because right now it's constantly evolving. And with certifications, you really have to have a standard, and then a lot of people don't want to improve that standard because then you got to get it they have to like go accredit it that even more. And so like I don't know, MSF, it's like every 5-10 years or something like that they get new updated material, and I'd rather get new updated material that's constantly evolving, kind of like think of it as like a video game live service where they're doing patch notes and rebalancing, changing a few things here and there. That's how I like to do things, just constantly balance and update, versus like, hey guys, you bought this game and then like 5 years later you get the second game and that's the new game. You know what I mean? Would you ever consider having, employees? I miss year-round riding. Yeah, snow sucks. Will you ever do training videos on the freeway? Rebecca, so like what question do you have on that? So at the MTC Rider Academy, we do have Nathan. He was an employee. He was teaching how to ride on the interstate, but there's a simple thing that I like to do when it comes to riding on the interstate or freeway. California land of fruits and nuts. 10 more likes, everybody. 10 more likes. I work for Groundhog Day Corp. Okay. That takes newbies and helps them stand. Oh. Moved away from SoCal. Yeah. Interstate riding, highway riding. That's pretty tough because the speed kind of feels like a lot. The wind feels like a lot. Gripping the tank with your knees is really important so that you're loose up top. Side winds are scary. Sticking your leg out like a sail. That's an old video. I need to redo that one. I might start doing some tip videos again. Knee as a sail, leaning into the wind, swerving. Yeah. Opinion on scooters? I love scooters. I love small bikes. I like e-bikes a lot. Just because, I mean, the smaller bikes seem to be more fun, to be quite honest. I need to get out of my head here. Yeah, e-bikes are here to stay. I got 5 of them. Yeah, Psycho. It takes a little bit. Of time. One day. 6 more likes, everybody. We're gonna get started. Let's get the music back. What's up, Happy Red Fox? We're gonna get started on this video. Ooh, what happened here? Oh, left leg injury, maybe. There you go. Get yourself, remain calm, ensure your own safety. Look at that. Oh, a little wide. Okay. 2 more likes, everybody. If you haven't hit that like button, let's hit that like button. Do you ride new guys if they live in Phoenix, if they made a trip to Tucson? I haven't ridden with anybody in a while, and I'm probably going to... My main focus is what I'm currently doing. So, like, I don't know. I wish I could. I just don't. I'm just really busy. And my main focus is... Excuse me. Is making sure that I got the Course Academy stuff done. So... Sell stickers or apparel. I have done that before. It's too much. I sell books in the rescue pack, and my goal is to honestly start selling less of the rescue packs. I want to sell them all, to be honest. So right now they're 25% off, and I'm writing a book right now. So my goal is to make sure that book is good. And then I'm going to just start selling written material. I'm not active in the fire service. Oh, we got 205 likes, everybody. I'm not active in the fire service anymore. I am doing this full time. I've been doing this full time since May 2019. So it will be a 5-year anniversary in May. Look at that. Look at that. Tech Air 5 from Alpine Stars. I'm starting to really like them, but I'm still really happy with, and I haven't got it yet, but I'm happy with the Helite because I like the mechanical thing. The gyros seem to be, I don't know. Plus, you can always refill it, too. All right, guys, we're going to be jumping into this. You know how this works. The focus is to figure out what went wrong, what went right, and then do the right thing. We're going to be utilizing the plan method, the MTC awareness stages, and then after this, we're going to be jumping into the studio to talk about jackets and pants. So here we go.
Today we will start.
Oh, okay.
Who made
Good line of sight.
Decision and very quick.
Ooh, very risky. So you got boink, boink. Oh, got lucky. That really hurts the hand. Now, if it was on the right side, it would have hit that front brake and would have caused some issues. But since it hit the clutch, all it did was cause a little bit of a rev bomb. So here we go, guys. We're going to be talking about the MTC awareness stages, making sure that we are in yellow stage typically. And then if we have to go into orange stage, when we go into orange stages, it's because we've located a hazardous situation. You see how it's color-coded. We're going to assess any relevant threats and navigate active threats. But the main thing here is positioning for safety. We want to make sure we have good line of sight. Good line of sight is really important. So right now we can kind of see around the semi. So positioning is really important. That's why I position for safety, right? Line of sight so we can see. Escape paths are really important. So if we had to, we can escape going forward. We can apply some progressive braking or we can swerve left. And then we also want to start looking for space cushions. So this space cushion right here. Okay, this is okay. This is okay, but it's even better if we can increase it. But it's okay because we can swerve left and right. I'm sorry, we swerve left if we had to, but we have to watch out for these road hazards. So we got to watch out for these things here. It's not a good idea to be passing. We shouldn't be passing anyways. This is double yellow. Doesn't matter. I don't know if the guy purposely pushed the rider. I don't think he did. I'm going to assume that they didn't. Usually maliciousness is like the last thing people do. It's usually incompetence. So there you go. So nice little impact, left handlebar. Thankfully kept the bike up. That's really important. But like I said, if it was on the right side, it would have hit the right lever, which is your front brake. That would have sucked. It's going to hit the left lever, which is the clutch. And thankfully, it's just going to cause it to disengage. Oh, nice little breakage. By breakage, I mean progressive breakage.
No, hold on. I don't want to get up.
But
It's really bad.
might have an open book fracture. Let's see what they have. So, but thank God I was able to walk away with just a broken arm. Good. Good. No road rash or any of the injuries. Very good. So just a broken arm, not an open book fracture. Please do not Google traumatic open book fracture. But this is definitely one of those situations where it could have happened. And so an open book fracture, there's the brakes that we have right here. We don't have much of anything to work with here. No real good escape paths. Okay, can't really swerve right. We can apply the brakes. Hopefully that's going to work, but maybe swerve left if we could. But if we go back, let's just go and take a look. There's the impact on that one. Let's take a look at this. So we have an open lane. These people are creating a gap. We have an intersection. We should be slowing it down, kind of paying attention to this, but it happened. So open book, what happens is in an open book is that when we impact something forward like this, we start going forward, our body slides up onto the gas tank, and that's where your genitalia is. And open book fracture is your pelvis splitting open in the front. Okay, it's a traumatic one, typically caused by trauma like this. But women, they have that happens when they give birth. But we're not giving birth here. And there's the impact. You can have bilateral femur fractures. You can have a bunch of other issues. Face hitting the top of the car, causing some issues with the face. But that's why we have full face.
Can you get up?
Helmets.
I'm good.
Don't move
So broken arm.
I know. I'm not.
No good.
He wants his glove off. He's trying to call somebody. You want me to call your wife?
Yeah, I'm already
Hello?
calm.
So he's talking to her probably on his Cardo. Let's go ahead and let's go ahead and get out of there. Here we go. Next one. So orange stage in the mountains. Beautiful greenery. Oh, a little bit of a low side.
Tires.
Cold tires, low side. Some leaves. Crashed his 35K Ducati, but he wasn't done. Well, he's gonna crash it again?
How you feeling? Good to go. Good to go? Okay.
Hey, sliders. Big reason to get some sliders.
Okay. Rideable, huh?
Yeah, you can see right there I lost the front.
Yeah, man. It's that's what I was saying. Let's take it easy with this cold tire.
Yep. Custom 930. We're gonna have some animals, or we're gonna just go off-road on here because we went, oh, a little bit of a panic, but very good. Very good. So what I like to do is ride in lane position middle. So we have left, middle, right. I like middle, middle, middle. Some people call it inside, and then there's middle, and then outside. In my opinion, I like middle because then I can swerve left, I can swerve right. If I'm over here in the left side, we have people coming over, and I have to swerve hard. This gives me a space cushion over here, gives me a space cushion over here. We're going to start drawing a little bit. Yeah, middle, middle, middle. It forces me to slow down my riding because I can't really like go crazy and go outside, inside, do all that fun stuff because that's mainly for going faster, shortest line and everything like that. And I got this idea, or at least it played into it, to where when I was a firefighter, like everyone likes to drive and like kind of do this with the steering wheel. Well, shuffle steering. Shuffle steering. So if you know what shuffle steering is, it keeps your hands on the contact of the steering wheel and it slows you down because you're having to shuffle the wheel around. So it's like, yeah, it's hard to do without an actual wheel to show you, but it forces you to slow down, forces everything to kind of like be more controlled. So when I'm middle, 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 it forces me to slow down. It forces me to pay attention to escape routes versus trying to navigate these corners, because navigating corners should not be hard. Should not be hard. So we're coming up to here. We're going to be on the inside of this lane. The vehicle is also in the inside of our lane, and we're going to have to do a quick adjustment to get on the outside. So great job with the escape, but, you know, now we got swerved. Anyways, that was my little spiel. Let's keep moving. My little black beauty. Oh, swerve out of the way. Pay attention, little buddy. Oh, okay, he was talking. So he's looking right. We have a car right there kind of blocking us. So we're going to have to accelerate to get around. Good job.
A moment's inattention.
But we need to stay with our group.
Were enough to put this rider in a very difficult situation.
Yeah. Okay. We did our own little open lane pattern right there, huh? Remember this car. Okay, everyone, remember that car. We're going to pass everybody. What are we doing here? Okay, line of sight problems. We're going 150, 160 almost. Woo-wee. There's the 160. It's not his fault. Dude, you're going 160. Probably didn't see you. Probably didn't see you. This is kind of like the behavior that I see when it comes to pretty much anybody. It's not just motorcyclists, guys. It's just human nature to blame an external source for your problems when in reality you're kind of you are contributing to the problem. Let's move on. Hollywood Rebel. Are we gonna have somebody go off-road here? Low side, maybe? Okay, we have a sharp left turn, recommended 20 miles per hour. We've got some chevrons indicating it's a sharp turn. And there's a dust up. So on a dust up, get ready to go ahead and rescue your buddy. You might have to. Might have to start rescuing your buddy. So 20% off the rescue pack. Links in the description. You get the rescue booklet, rescue card, tourniquets, a lot of stuff. Here we go.
We have a situation where the driver, for some unknown reason, completely missed this rider and ended his ride in
so
a
we're going to turn left. Unintentional blindness probably plays in that. Oof. Left leg. Oh, wear some gear. But left leg injuries, possibly. Good job. Rescued himself. So remain calm, ensure your own safety. Got off the road. Now it's time to stop any major bleeds if we had any.
I got on tape, dude.
Yep. Got it on tape. Let's get to 5,000 likes in this video. Let's see if we can do that. All right, what do we got here? Is he walking? He's doing good? All right, let's move on. Left leg injuries, though. Where's gear? What's up with everyone wearing these striped shorts? Get him at zoomies? All right. Oh, already not good. We're riding on the right.
Cool.
All right, do not do this because you have... Whoa. I have a feeling I know what happened there. Okay, so we're riding on the right side, not anticipating... Car driver's not anticipating anything. I have a feeling that person did this because the vehicle in front is turning left and there's plenty of room for this car to do that. The car is not supposed to do that either. It's a solid white. Can't be doing that. But we are not supposed to be doing this. What are we doing? What are we doing? You're not supposed to be passing on the right like that. It's a shoulder. It's not a motorcycle lane to ride on. It's an escape. Emergencies only. Hey, don't get mad. You should be waving to him. Do a biker wave. I've seen this one before. I think it's a rear tire slide out. Oh, no, it's just the low side. Ouch. Ouch, 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 ouch. Everyone's good. Walking wounded. He's going to pick it back up. There you go. It's finally shut off. Oh. That's a huge impact. So interstate crash. Okay. Was it a rear end? You rear end somebody or it just tumbled a lot?
Overtaking this way very quickly.
Okay, good line of sight. You can see how you can see on the right side.
Shy at such speeds.
Okay, we're oh. Okay. Left side. Okay. So when we're talking about mechanism of injury, we have a left leg injury right there. Possibly left hip, but then once we hit the ground, then it's kind of like bouncing around. But that was a good line of sight. That was a good line of sight. It's just that you got to watch out. Speed is a factor here. You got to watch out for these intersections, right? Planning a ride, making sure we're locating hazardous situations and navigating these active threats. So he's walking wounded. That's good. That's good. All right, here we go. CPR Barbie. Got a helmet. Let's get some gear. What happened? What happened?
Okay.
Okay, car pulled out. There. Car pulled out. Okay. Not fun. I don't know how I missed that. At this point, you're already going at speed. You're not going to be able to stop in time, so progressive braking cannot work well. Is that proper? We're not going to be able to stop in time. Accelerate through here and accelerate through in this escape path. Not a fun spot. Definitely going to, cause your heart to stop for a little bit. All right, hustling hedgehog. Here we go. Are we going to run into the back? No. We have somebody pull out in front. Okay. Not the worst thing. Not the worst thing that can happen. Okay, riding in a neighborhood. We just talked about this. What's in the road? Practice your U-turns. Ah, you gotta practice your U-turns. You gotta practice those U-turns. So the Smart Rider drills is a great way to practice those U-turns. Lots of different drills inside here. I love practicing them.
All right, how do you pick one up now?
And if you don't have the booklet or anything, go to a parking lot and try to do a U-turn within 2 parking spaces.
You too?
And you should be you're doing pretty good at that point if you can do it in 2 parking spaces. Because we have plenty of room here to do it. And you also want to set yourself up for success here. This is a terrible U-turn spot, and it's illegal, everybody. Come on. Look at that. It's illegal. Shouldn't be doing that. You're breaking the law. You're breaking the law. You want to set yourself up for success. So do it in an area where there's not a bunch of cars. It looks like he tried to do that here. But yeah, you might have to be able to do that here. But there's a speed bump, just lots of problems. And if you have to, just pull up into somebody's driveway, or do a 3-point turn. So like kind of do this. There's no cars coming, and kind of back it up and then go. You know, whatever it is you need to do. But 2 parking spaces is a good indicator that you can do a good U-turn. Look, turn your head more. He's looking down. If the camera is on the chin, that's where they're looking. You want to really put that chin on your shoulder and look, and it turns your whole body. Okay? Oh, we're going fast there. Here we go. He missed his turn. I don't know. 138, 140. Oh, good job. Can't see nothing. We're getting some speed wobbles. You see how it's shaking pretty good? Getting some speed wobbles. The suspension's not liking it. You hit a bump, you're screwed. You're outrunning your headlight. Okay. I'm gonna get some comments there. So you can't outrun the speed of light. Guys, outrunning your headlight means that if your headlight, let's say it can shoot 300 feet. So a football field, right? How much total stopping distance do you need to stop at 146 miles per hour? Do you need a football field to completely stop safely, or do you need 2 or 3? Right? Because you have reaction, you have perception, reaction, and then braking for total stopping distance. If you can't see past your 100 feet or 300 feet, can't see past the headlight, there could be something there you don't know. So you're guessing that you're gonna be able to stop in time. Okay? So if it's only 100 yards, a football field, ride at a speed that you can stop within 100 yards.
Ma si impenna, vedi che si alza.
Uh-oh, swerve. Yoink. So braking could have... Where's that car going?
Ma che non l'hai visto? Ma non guardi a destra, a sinistra.
Hey!
Guarda il video, ti dico tutto.
Where's that car? The car was going to the parking space, wasn't it?
C'è
Mamma mia.
allucinante, proprio allucinante. Lì la benzina. Aspetta, fagli...
No, es bueno. He was going to park. It looked like he was going to park. Let's take a look. So at this point, we could brake. We're not going fast. We're going 42 kilometers an hour. There's like no braking. You didn't see... Look at the brake lights. Oh, there's brake lights. Never mind. A little bit of brake lights. Not much. We could have swerved left, or we could have applied really good progressive braking. I think we're hoping that person wasn't going to do that. Not good. Not good. Here we go. We have an intersection, orange stage, prepped and ready. Watch out for dum-dums. Ooh, got impacted. Buddy wasn't paying attention. That's why you got to ride your own ride. So we're coming up to the intersection. Our buddy should be looking at the red light too, right? They're not. They're looking at us. They're following. It's like little lemmings. You're supposed to be riding your own ride. So if you're riding in a group and you're like second, third, fourth, fifth, whatever, if you see a stoplight, you're stopping. But we did a hard stop here. Looks like we weren't going to stop, so they were just kind of following. There's this slight impact in the rear. Here we go. Okay, watch out, bus on the right, but we have space cushion, not good line of sight. Position yourself a little bit differently. Like, trucks all over the place. Oh, that's why. Open lane pattern, brake, brake, brake. Might have to find an escape. Hopefully we don't get rear-ended. Oh my God, backstabber. Side of the vehicle, brakes. Okay, we're in a shopping center, it looks like, so we should be going at a slow enough speed to be able to stop in time with progressive braking. Open lane right there. Watch out, side of the vehicle. Swerve, don't just downshift. You can stay straight, you gotta swerve. All right, this guy is my roof. Okay, interesting. Side of the pedestrian. Good job, handled it. Intersection, we're gonna be in orange stage. There's the side of the vehicle. Okay, handled it. Applied some brakes, a little bit of a rev bomb, but we applied some brakes. We got a nice little U-turn basically on gravel. How are we gonna do it? Standing up, okay. Oh, stalled. A little too slow for the gear that we were in. Feathering the clutch should have been a little bit something we did. Little BMWs. Thankfully, we have crash guards. We can handle it. Either he's cussing a lot or it's just something's beeping. All right. Open lane. A little Penske truck. Great job with the braking. I was going to say, great job with the braking. Handled it. It's a yellow now. Let's go ahead and stop here. Check our pants. Here we go. Gonna go ahead and transition from pavement to gravel. That could be an issue. Oh, the issue is doggos.
Okay.
Dogs don't like it. Now go. Accelerate. Heisman checking in. 18 months. Welcome back. Got a nice gray beard. Nice to see you here, Sean. Okay, so that was that video. But what we're gonna be talking about now is jacket and pants. I'm gonna go ahead and get my thing here. So we're going to be talking about jacket and pants. We're going to go ahead and go into the studio, and we're going to be talking about that. So the main thing here is what I want you guys to focus on, because the whole point of having jacket and pants is to protect our legs and our upper body. So when we're going to talk about it. So when it comes to that, having armor, having different textiles and different materials is very important. Let's go ahead and get to this. I've been charging it since the last one. It's been a while, man. How you doing? There we go. Now you guys can hear me. So the main point of this slide in this video is we talked about thermal regulation. We talked about weather mitigation and everything when it comes to what kind of gear. So check that out on the MTC Rider Academy. But today we're going to be talking a little bit about leather, textiles, and armor only. Leather is going to be great for the thermal transfer. Lots of stuff comes in leather. It looks great. Can be a little bit warm. Textiles are getting way better nowadays, and they constantly keep getting better, and it's gonna be aramid fibers like Kevlar and Kovac and a few other things. It's really cool, abrasion resistant, lots of perforation if you need to, and it's really good for like warm weather stuff. So armor only though, it's not gonna provide a lot when it comes to abrasion resistance, but it is going to provide those impacts, okay? So for the impacts, we have elbows, shoulders, back, hips, knees, when it comes to armor in the jackets and pants. But let's go ahead and jump into the studio. My beard's a little bit messed up in there, but let's go ahead and take a look. Just kidding. I forgot to do something real quick. Part of this is editing, so we're gonna do that. I didn't set up the camera well, so we're gonna go ahead and do it now. And let's go. All right, everybody, we're gonna be jumping into jackets and pants, okay? So these are actually pretty important. Your helmet is the most important, to be quite honest. If you're gonna get anything, get the helmet first, and then I'd get gloves. But jackets and pants protect the rest of your stuff. Protects your spine, protects your arms, it protects your legs, it protects your hips, it protects your core. It's a huge part of your body. And then main thing here is it's protecting your skin, okay? So you wanna protect your skin. It's the largest organ on your body. It helps your thermal regulation. You want your skin, okay? So protect it. So what we have here is my old jackets, the Fly Cool Pro 2. Really loved it. It's a summer jacket. We talked a little bit about thermal regulation. Get yourself a jacket for the type of weather that you're riding in. But I wanted to go a little bit more in depth on this, okay? So what we have here is our jacket, okay? We have shoulder armor up in the top. We have elbow armor down here. And then we have nice thermal venting inside here, outside here with the back protector. The main thing here, okay, so we're talking about textiles basically at this point, okay? There's leather gear, there's armor only gear, but it all kind of goes together, okay? So it's all kind of the same thing. When you get armor only gear, it makes it to where you have armor on the elbows, hopefully it has shoulder armor, chest, and back armor if you get an armor only jacket. If you get a leather jacket, it looks just like this, but it's leather. Okay, you can get perforated leather too. It's summer leather, basically. It's still not as comfortable. You can also just get full-on leather. Either way, leather is going to help you out with abrasion resistance. It's going to help you out with impact protection. It's going to help you out with the weather mitigation, so you're not going to get a lot of wind at you because it's going to block the wind. Body thermal regulation, if it's really cold out, leather is great. I prefer not to have leather in the summer, but some people do. So with that said, jackets and pants, since they're all kind of the same, they have that armor on the elbows, hopefully in the shoulder, and then hopefully in the back, okay? So what I look for when it comes to a jacket is making sure it fits the area that I'm in. I'm in Tucson, it's hot, I get a textile jacket, make sure I have plenty of ventilation. I like to make sure I have good pockets, and I like to make sure I have pull tabs on my zippers, because imagine trying to grab just a teeny tiny zipper with just your gloves, no fun, so I like to have pull tabs on all my zippers. Okay, so make sure you check that out. And if you can't, if it doesn't come with any, I bought some specific. I don't know if you can see that. I bought these off of like Amazon. You can get like a 20 pack for like a couple bucks. Now I got pull tabs everywhere. So grab yourself pull tabs for your zippers. And if you don't even have that, mine fell off and broke off. I used a little O-ring type thing from a keychain and call it a day. So zippers, very important, making sure that you're washing your clothes too. We're not gonna dive too much into care because most jackets are a little bit different, but please, 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 please follow the instructions here. The baseline when it comes to washing your jackets and pants, you're gonna take your armor out. Don't use fabric softener, warm soapy water, either hang dry, honestly just hang dry it, and then put the armor back in afterwards. That's pretty much it for the most part. If you have gear that you can't get armor out, you can't pull it out, it's not removable, then warm soapy water, hang dry. Okay. All right, so that's a jacket. You're mainly looking for that abrasion, impact resistance, and everything. But the main thing is pick either leather, textiles, or armor only. Kind of depends on what you want to do. In a parking lot practice type stuff, armor only works great. Stunting, armor only works great. Textiles, wide range of stuff. Lots of companies are doing that. Leather, wide range of stuff. Leather does have amazing abrasion resistance, and then also the thermal transfer. So when you're sliding across the ground, you get friction, which creates heat. Well, that heat still can transfer into your skin. Okay, with leather, it actually prevents quite a bit of that heat transfer. Textiles, you still feel the heat, so you can still get like a 1st-degree burn, but you're not gonna have a 1st-degree road rash. With leathers, you could still get burnt a little bit, but it's not gonna be as bad. So to me, I like textiles. I don't know, technology, it's getting better. Textiles are amazing. Leather's great, especially at a track, you wanna get a full suit. I think they even require that. So that's where it works great, but for me, textiles, they work great. When it comes to pants, kind of the same thing I kind of talked about earlier in the overview is that you're gonna have impact protection right there. Hopefully you have impact protection in the hips, but the main things that you're looking for is ones that can fit you. So I have really muscular, like ginormous quads and hamstrings and booty. I used to anyways. So what I had to do was actually size up. One thing that people have issues with was their pants is that, you know, the length is great, but the waist is tiny. And I think that's just a problem of society right now is that everyone has bigger waists than their legs that are long. Either way, I had to size up, and this one doesn't allow belts. It does have nice little pull tabs. You can stretch it out and make it smaller, just like for little kids' pants. But I got suspenders. You know, going with DanDanTheFireman, suspenders work great. They're not gonna hold up in a crash, but they're gonna keep you basically having your pants on for the most part. Just be careful with the metal and everything. So watch out for fit on that. Same thing with zippers. Get yourself some pull tabs for everything. Make sure that you either have inside the boot or outside the boot pants. At the very bottom, you wanna make sure, you know, what is it that you got, because if you have boots that are designed for pants to go in them, make sure you get pants that are designed to go into boots. This one is an over pant, so I had my boots and then I'd put this over my boot and you barely see my boot anymore. Okay, I have those shin high boots right here. This is what I used to wear with this, and basically what it's doing is covering up the boot. So that's what it looks like. So this is an overpant. It covers over the boots. Overpants are great when it comes to if you're riding to work and you want to wear actual slacks or whatever your work uniform is. Overpants work great. Jackets obviously go over clothes, but overpants work great, and that's why I got these, because it's nice and airy and pretty big. That's just one thing that you want to watch out for. But yeah, impact protection, you can get leather pants, you can get armor only in the knees. Highly recommend just getting something that works for you. I like textiles, I'm always gonna recommend textiles. I've recommended leather for a long time, but at the end of the day, textiles just for versatility, easy use, and just like so many different brands are coming out with stuff, and it's honestly easier to produce, I think, than leather. So just make sure you're sticking with some of the few good brands. I don't know if I'm gonna be recommending any, but as you can tell, this is a Fly jacket, and this is Reacts. This is Revzilla's brand of stuff. But with that said, if you have any questions, we have discussions Click a little discussion. We'll answer some questions. Read the article. We're going to be adding more and more. You're going to get this slide right here so you can read a little bit more about that. But yeah, let's just go ahead and move on to the next one because we have gloves. No, we don't. We don't have gloves and boots. We're gonna talk about gloves and boots a different time. But yeah, make sure you guys are focused on leather. If you really want to have the best abrasion resistance and less of that thermal transfer, so you can still get first and maybe second degree burns with that thermal transfer with textiles if you're sliding for a long time. But I love textiles because I don't plan on going 200 miles an hour like some of these guys do. And then I definitely don't get armor only unless I'm riding my e-bike. And even with that, it's a little bit scary. So parking lot practice and stunting and doing all that stuff, armor only works well. But I think we're gonna go ahead and do another video. How do you guys feel about doing another crash video? So make sure you guys, let's go ahead and get some music going. Make sure you guys grab a slice of pizza because we need to get these out of here because they will be here for another week. We do not want to have moldy pizza. So we're gonna do 3 crash videos today. Typically we only do 2. I know, Artisan, how you doing? Harry, how you doing? I love the gray beard, man. Love the gray beard. Soon it might be like Prodigal where it's multicolored, okay? So let's make sure I got my pen out. So remember, what we do here is the after action review. What that means is that we're gonna be watching people do things and we can either take good lessons on what to do or what not to do. Okay, so we're using our mirror neurons today instead of using our body and our mind when it comes to riding out there on the parking lot. So enjoy yourself, grab some popcorn. Just kidding, get the pizza, please. But we're gonna jump right into this. Here we go. All right, so we got some crashes here already. Ooh, that doesn't look good. Don't crash, don't crash, don't crash, don't crash. There we did. All right, here we go.
Okay, we turn.
Hey there, welcome to the
Dick Fart Jr. Here we go.
We've got a lot of unexpected situations.
Okay, we're passing on a double yellow intersection. Remember, we're planning our ride.
The mistakes of
Interesting turn. Ooh, just because they went doesn't mean you go.
Oh no!
Why do you think that rider crashed? Write it in the comments. Write it in the comments. Write in the comments. Some of the best gloves on the market are Lee Park Sumo gloves. Okay. So anyways, here we go. We're going to be going around this. Remember, when it comes to intersection being orange stays, because we specifically identified a hazardous situation. Remember, part of planning our ride is locating hazardous situations. We got corners, intersections, and then different patterns. So side of the vehicle, open lane, basically head-on condition. You don't want to have that issue. So we're coming up to here. We're following our group. Okay, we're not stopping. We have a vehicle right there. I have a feeling that rider that did go into the intersection saw the vehicle too and was like, oh crap, and accelerated. So what happens when you accelerate really hard in the middle of a corner? Write in the comments. I'm not going to give you this one. This is our 3rd video of the day. And then we're going to try to Flintstone it by putting our feet down. Doesn't work, everybody. Keep your feet on the pegs. Okay? Really navigate. We target fixated probably towards that tree. We want to target fixate towards our exit. Okay? We want to target fixate on the lane. Okay? Target fixation isn't a problem unless it's used wrong. It's a tool.
Oh no!
So there's the dump. So when we talk about mechanism of injury, we have our left knee. That doesn't look like it's going to be motorcycle specific genes. We just talked about that, everybody.
Are you good?
We have armor in our pants. There it is. Ouch.
Yeah, I'm alright.
Hopefully not a patellar break. That would suck.
You got it?
Thankfully, she is utilizing a Cardopactoc Edge right there. Links in description if you want to grab yourself a Cardopactoc Edge. Hey, ZX10. How you doing?
Alright.
How you doing, Deb? It's good to have you here. Oh, you're welcome, Cloud9.
Yeah, we're good.
So good. Remember, remain calm, ensure your own safety. So get out of the road.
We had a little accident and we're trying to get cell service to call it.
Had a little accident. Usually I say that after a bad night of ice cream, but we're not going to talk about that. Let's move on. All right, Rick, going through a corner. Watch out. Oh, dog. Oh, my gosh. Whoa. Yeah, didn't know what happened. Happened too quick. That was a close one. Whoa.
It's never a dull moment around here.
Challenging road conditions make somewhat
Chicken Strip Pro.
deter, and the rider passed the oncoming car by almost.
So corners. Ooh, why are we bouncing? Why is the bike doing this? Why is the bike doing that? Write in the comments.
The deter, and the rider passed the oncoming car by almost a few inches.
Why was it doing that? So this third video is gonna be your little quiz, okay? We don't have a lesson after this one. Dan's Chickens. Dan's Chickens, here we go. Oh, we're gonna go ahead and, there we go. Get that rear tire slipping and sliding. Start ripping off with all that rubber. Just don't dump the clutch. Lost the traction. Lost it. Too much rear brake on the last one. Started panic brake on that last one, huh? Going a little too fast in the corner. Came unstable, abrupt maneuver in wet paint road. Just a lot of work on here. Only 10-minute brake, unfortunately. But hey, thank you, Deb. Thank you for being here. Hey, we got a Yeti cup. It's not a Stanley. It's not a Stanley. Have you guys been seeing those Stanley cups? They got like backpacks for it. I don't know. I think some women are using it as a surrogate for a child. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at this one. What should we be practicing on this? What's the practice that we could be doing here? What's the practice that we can be doing here, everybody? Tight turns. Tight turns. How do we practice our tight turns in a parking lot? How can you practice your tight turns and your U-turns and your intersection stuffs? And I don't know what I'm talking about, but right here, we have the Smart Rider drills. Links in the description for the booklet. If you are an MTC Rider Academy member, you could download it. It comes with the membership. But yeah, clutch control. So what are the main objectives when it comes to tight turns, U-turns, all that kind of stuff? Clutch control, throttle control, head and eye movement, body position, so you want to counterweight. With this one, there's some direct steering. So we're going to direct steer. Look, let's go ahead and get this up here. Yeah, there we go. So we're going to go ahead and direct steer, look. We're going to counterweight and then feather that clutch and throttle, okay? So we're going to get ourselves through there. Remember, using our vision to target fixate is really, really important. Really, really important. Right here, we lost some balance. So right here, I think what the problem was is that we stalled and then also not enough counterweighting. It's a big bike. It's a heavy bike, so you're going to have to do a little bit more counterweighting. Put a little bit of weight on that outside peg will really help. So always practice your tight turns, yes. There you go, side stand down. Lift it. Yeah, usually come from the back and then lift it up like it's a deadlift. And then it's going to land on that side stand. All right, so we're going to be passing this open lane pattern. Watch out.
Fortunately,
now it's not. We're going to pass over. We have another open lane pattern. Be careful with everything on the sides. We're good. We're back in yellow stage. Another open lane. We're in slow-mo now. Person got super duper close to us, kind of like a D-bag move. They're going fast, let them go. Don't catch up. Now we're going to put ourselves in a position of a little bit. No. Stop, Jay. We're going super fast, possibly getting an issue with cops, possibly we're not paying attention to what's in front of us and what we're supposed to be doing. So we might be missing road surface hazards. We might be messing up our braking, not looking for patterns. And now we're starting to get agitated, which is going to affect the rest of our ride. It's just not good. It's not good. Adrenaline, what did he say? I don't care.
Roll down.
No, we're good, buddy. Turns his radio out.
Enough that I can see him. About 2 inches.
You see how the ride is completely changed for this person? See how the ride is just done? I like the ride to have fun.
I'm not a...
I thought he was wearing a thong for a second. I thought he was wearing a thong. I was like, he's got some white. He's got a white booty. No, okay, so let's just watch. Anyways, why am I looking right there?
I'm not afraid.
That's the camera angle.
You will be.
Road surface hazards. We got cold. Oh, hit some ice. We're hitting some ice. Wet tires now. Ooh, try to keep it straight. Don't apply too much brakes. We're gonna use our feet as skis. That can work. It seems like it worked. Hey, bikers, how you doing? That's a scary situation. So being able to see the discoloration in the road. So right here, look at the road surface. It is a certain color. certain color, it's gray, it looks like asphalt. When you start seeing way ahead of time that it's like black, like just looks like it's wet, let's start slowing down now while we still have some traction.
You will be.
Because then when we get to this point, right here, applying brakes is going to be a tough thing to do. So we're going to put our feet down. Use it as skis, stabilizers. All right, here we go. I just can't reach the ground with both legs on my bike.
Lane decided to turn right, giving no chance to.
Got a Pack Talk. Link in the description for a Pack Talk discount. Oh! Hey, that could have been worse. That could have been way worse. Hi. Okay, here we go. Another view. Where are we at? Person cut out. Oh, terrible. I would not have anticipated that, but in that situation, accelerate and swerve if you have to. Accelerate and swerve. You're going to have to do it quick. Let's take a look at this right here. So he looks down to look at the mirror. Not a problem, right? Weren't anticipating this. Let's take a look at the other view. I don't know why he's looking at the mirror. Maybe just looking behind him. But as soon as you see those tires cross that line, you have to do something. You're going to have to escape. You're going to have to go into red stage, do something. Either accelerate out of here, apply some really good progressive braking. Progressive braking might have saved him in this situation, but you have to do aggressive progressive braking. And the only way you're going to know how to do that and what you're capable of, not just what you're capable of, but what your bike is capable of, is go to the parking lot and practice. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Use that middle finger too. Don't just use like this finger. Use that middle finger too, because the middle finger has a lot of strength. A lot of strength, okay? I like using these first two fingers because you keep your hands on the throttle right there, and the first two fingers and just kind of squeeze. And then once you get that weight transfer, you start feeling that weight transfer, you can squeeze even harder. And then once you squeeze even harder, you have more weight, more traction. You can squeeze even harder. And that's why some people have, they do some stoppies sometimes. Definitely not recommended doing that. But what we're trying to do is buy ourselves some time. Here's our space cushion, right? We don't have an amazing space cushion, but we're trying to buy ourselves some time and brake, 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 brake. Hopefully this vehicle is now over here, and then we can accelerate and swerve if we had to. Okay, so we're just trying to buy ourselves some time. We're not trying to stop, but we're trying to buy ourselves enough time. We have that angular crash, and if we had to, we could have accelerated and swerve out in there. Still dangerous, but we got to do what we got to do. And part of being a smart rider is acquiring and using personal protective equipment. So make sure that we're being a smart rider. Just in case something like that happened, we're on the ground. Can cars lane split? Yes. Technically, this is at a stop, so it's lane filtering. Might not be legal where you're at. So typically when you see this and cars are just like backing out into the road, they're just trying to like push themselves in a position. I have no idea what was happening there. What I do like from this video is that he's riding an amazing looking, is this an Indian Scout bobber? Is that a Scout bobber? Yeah, I think that's a Scout bobber. It's got the matte black. A beautiful bike, huh? Everything else I don't care about. This video is kind of, this clip is a weird one. So get yourself a heat gun. Take off that sticker. All right, I was cruising around with the MT-09. He's scared. Okay, cruising, you're going 130. They can't see you very well. Oh, is this kilometers per hour? Yeah, so 130. Write in the comments. Convert the 130 kilometers an hour into America units. Please. Whoa! I don't like people that pass me like that. Then again, I'm also not riding like that. All right. GG NYC. Here we go.
This situation perfectly illustrates why it's essential to have the right gear, especially with such confident riding. The rider was really lucky to
got clip-ons
it without major complications.
Oh, going pretty fast through a congested area. Ooh, why do you think? So he's going 80 America units. Cool. Why do you think he crashed? Why do you think he crashed? Now let's take a look at the bike. This looks like an older Evo, right? This looks like he's got low bars. They're not clip-ons. He's got low bars. It might be an 883. And they don't typically have ABS. These Harleys do not typically have ABS. So, what do you think happened here?
The rider was really...
Does he have like a dent in his head?
Illustrates why it's essential to have the right gear, especially with such confidence.
Wear a helmet, dude.
The rider was really lucky to come
Might not be his first accident.
with complications.
There's the brakes. You can see the brake lights. Didn't hit anything. He felt the gravity attacked him. The gravity attacked him. He washed out his rear tire. He slammed that rear brake. Slammed that rear brake. And that caused that rear tire to wash out. So there's not enough traction. Remember, when we apply any braking, so engine braking, rear brake, front brake, whatever it is, we're trying to do progressive braking for the most part. But what happens when we apply the brakes is that our weight transfers to the front. So our front tire is what's going to be making the most contact. That rear tire, it's not necessarily going to do this, okay? So here's the front tire, here's the rear tire. It's not going to do this. But what's happening is that the weight's going to shift more on that front, and that rear tire is not going to have as much weight. So if the tire is not, and the back's not going to have as much weight, it's not going to have enough traction to really stop you. I accidentally hit the mute button. That's why on motorcycles, the front tire and the front brake has the most braking power. It's usually 80-20. You want to use all, so you can get all 100, but you don't want to give it 100% rear brake, 100% front brake. You want to give it a little bit of rear brake, a lot of that front brake using progressive braking. So when we have that weight on the transfer, more braking, more power, more traction, all that stuff. So when car drivers typically move to motorcycle, I need to get rid of this. Sorry, I got this other thing. I'm not using it today. I keep looking at it. I'm going to put you over here. That's why car drivers, when they switch to motorcycles, they're used to using their right foot from the gas pedal to the brake. So they just put a lot of weight on that brake. And what's happening is that our rear brake is our right foot. So people are like, smack. Not good. Practice. You have to change up your habits. So there's a lot of tumbling, full body issue. I don't even know if he hit the taxi. Maybe. Maybe. Okay. Rescue him if you want to. Remain calm, ensure own safety. Good job. Pulled off to the side. If he's starting to bleed out, that's not good. That's why we have our trauma kit. It's on sale right now, 25% off. Check it out. Links in the description. You get a whole bunch of stuff.
Oh yeah, definitely, man.
Might want to check it out. Ooh. Harley riders always bring tools with them.
Huh? Oh, you cut your arm a little bit.
Yeah, I'm good.
You gassed your arm a little bit. You can't get it out of gear?
Look at that thing. Oh yeah, it definitely hit the taxi. Yeah, it hit you're not moving that thing, dude. You're not moving that. It might still be in gear too, so pull that clutch.
It's leaking oil. Put your kickstand.
Your fork is leaking oil. Dude, it's bleeding. His bike is bleeding. Probably still in gear. That's why it's not moving. So pulling that clutch.
Down. So you could just don't step in that. You'll get slip all over the place.
Okay. Thanks for the advice, buddy. All right, here we go. Intersections, orange stage. Watch out for anybody pulling out. Ooh, you were supposed to go left, I believe. You weren't supposed to do that. Good job with the braking. Handled it. Handled it.
On regarde, hein. Faut regarder, hein.
Watch out. Hey, so this is what I'm talking about. Once you get through a situation, so right here, we just got through this. Achievement unlocked. We solved the problem. Doesn't mean there's no more problems the rest of the day. There could be literally a problem right there. So once we solve this, reset yourself, look for new problems, have the solutions.
Déconner.
So we're looking over here like, oh, we're still within the same problem. We already finished it. We already finished it.
Faut regarder.
What's up this? Yeah, right there. You almost hit them.
On voit bien sur le côté comment c'est déchiré.
What are we doing here?
Oh, lui, il a pas compris, lui.
Okay.
Hop là. Eh ben, je peux pas reculer, ouais. Je peux pas.
You can't pedal backwards. We're not Flintstoning it backwards
Je suis
here.
en moto.
But it's much easier to go forward. So the problem with this one is that we went into a position where line of sight is a massive issue for any other vehicles. Also, we can't see around this vehicle. You want to put yourself in a position to where you're much more on this side so that you actually can see around and so people can see you too. So the fact that we went over here, I don't think that was smart, especially if we were going to make a different decision. So let's take a look at how he started. So yeah, we went more right.
Déchiré. Oh, lui, il a pas compris, lui.
Instead of like peeking out. And I use the example of when I'm in a haunted house of, you know, peeking around corners just in case there's that scary scarecrow with that chainsaw. Hopefully they took the chain off, but I'm looking around corners, and if I don't see anything, then I go. If I'm with others, I push them in front of me so that they get attacked first and then I run, but always double check your corners and then go.
Je peux pas reculer, hein.
Just a bit impatient, yeah. Let's go take a look. Thankfully, they moved back.
Vous aviez pas vu? Vous aviez.
It looked like he was on a hill.
En moto. Je peux
Wouldn't be able to Flintstone it back.
Pardon. Oh, c'est bon, t'as 2 secondes là.
Yoppa. All right.
Bien joué, hein.
Look forward.
Ok.
Okay. What do we got here? We got somebody merging in front of us. We're in the blind spot, man.
Whoa!
You see a honk in the horn doesn't really help.
Qu'est-ce que tu fais? Qu'est-ce que
Either accelerate or apply the brakes so you can get yourself out of that situation.
There we
But
go.
we were in the blind spot. It
Oh,
wasn't
gentle.
good. Don't get hit. Don't get hit. Don't get hit in the rear.
I got you upset. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. Take it easy, man.
Handled it, dude. Handled it. This guy is on drugs.
It's happening.
He's intoxicated. He's under the influence of something. But he handled it exactly the right way. As a firefighter, one of the things that we would do, or at least I would do, cops sucked at this, but whenever we had a drunk patient, okay, think about this. Pretend you're their best friend. Pretend you're their best friend. If you're out drinking with buddies and let's say you're the designated driver and your buddy's just hammered, you're not over here like trying to use logic. They're pure emotion at that point. So you're like, hey buddy, yeah, having a great time. Hey, let's go ahead and take off. I'm gonna drive. Hey, we don't need any more. Hey, let's have a good time. Let's go ahead and drink when we get home, and then you pass out in the car. Maybe throw up. That would suck. But you're just trying to be their best friend. If you really try to like, hey, I don't like this, they're gonna absorb that information and they're gonna just say, I don't like this either. But now they're gonna escalate it because they're drunk. And that's what happens with cops. Whenever we're on a drunk patient, I'd be hanging out with them and be like, hey, I'm just gonna check your blood pressure. No, I don't want to do it. Like, oh, come on, man, let me do it. Hey, what's your name? And I just start having conversation, get their blood pressure, start getting their blood glucose, because who knows, they could just be a diabetic. But then a cop will show up and they'd be like, oh, how much you been drinking? And then they start getting pissed. And now you start it's just a crappy situation. So when this right here, Ducati New York City vlog could have been like, get away from me. And then this guy could have gotten violent. He just wanted a fist bump. Give him a fist bump, man.
What's up? Hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Take it easy, man.
What the heck? You guys can hear that? I don't know. I think my webcam is like hitting on and off. Yeah, drunk people are just children. Treat them like children. Exactly.
Riding in a group is never boring.
Oh! Shut up! Oh, keep it up. They're talking on their pack talks. Love having a pack talk. Yeah, a little dump of the bike. Help your buddy out so he doesn't pull his back. Side stand down. Good job. They weren't communicating that they were getting off on the exit until last second.
We did it!
You can act. Okay, here we go. Climate activists met. This might be a new thing that we're going to be seeing much more of. Interesting. So this video is probably going to get copyrighted because those freaking juking media people and all that stuff are going to be wanting to, like, you know, take the money from that. So guys, sign up for the MTC Rider Academy or become a member by clicking that join button. It really helps out the channel. All right, here we go. Intersections. We have a left turn. That person's making a U-turn. Hopefully you guys can't hear. Can you guys hear the system sounds? If not, cool. But I can hear them. It's annoying. So there's another one. So making a left U-turn from the right lane, terrible spot. No, you can't hear the system sounds good. I believe I turned them off like 2 years ago. I just can hear them. All right, so open lane pattern. Good job with the braking. Handled that situation. Great job. Thank you, Danger Ranger. Thank you guys for helping me out here. Diego Alonso. Hey guys, let's see if we can get 250 likes. That means you sign into class. Ooh, came out of nowhere. Find an escape. Good job. Thankfully with motorcycles, we can kind of move off a little bit. Okay, what do we got here? We have headlights in front of us. Thankfully, they're in their lane. Oh, what do you think he was doing? Look, he's doing this. He's doing that. So there's probably a hazard there. Maybe that's the bump. Is that a bump? Oh yeah, he hit something. This is why it's really important to have Bluetooth communications. The guy in front can really, hey, hazard. Hazard on the right. Hazard on the right. Use his hand. Typically use your foot. How you doing, Christy? So it looks like there's a hazard there. Yeah, pothole maybe. Crappy situation. How much more do we got? Oh, almost done. Almost done, guys. Relax, relax. I'll be editing tomorrow. Okay, merged into our lane. Happens. Happens. I never trust intersections. That's why I wait till we're on a straightaway like this to finally get myself in the position that we need to. Okay, passing on the right, not very smart. Unless, are we riding an e-bike? I don't think so.
Look at this guy trying to cut me off. Ooh, ain't that?
I'm assuming he's riding a Ducati.
Now he's trying not to look at me.
Yeah, it's not that big of a deal. But anyways, we got one more. Here we go.
Bye-bye, Karen.
Okay, so we are in a roundabout. So he's looking where he needs to go. That person's not paying attention. We saw that was happening, so we handled the situation by applying some good progressive braking. Good job, everybody, making sure that we're paying attention in class. But once again, we have rescue packs on sale for 25% off. So you might want to check it out. I see one of you guys have gotten one, so we're going to be shipping that out right now. Links in the description for that. But with that said, hope you guys ride safe, be safe, and grab yourself a slice of pizza and get out of here. All right, guys, you know how that works, so I'm going to hit stop record. We've been recording for 2 hours. I have a lot of editing to do. Let's go ahead and head into the office, and I'll see you guys in there. Oh, who's pushing the buttons? Let's go ahead and get into here. Oh. What is making that noise? I can hear the system sounds. I need to check. Okay, we're going to quit the camera hub. Yes, quit. I'm going to have to check the system settings. It's like... Ugh. Hopefully that worked. Nope, did not work. How's everybody doing? What are your guys' plans for this weekend? What is happening to you guys? I'm slowly going to be quitting applications. So far, nothing is working. So far, everything's working. Got it. Yeah, so what is everybody else's plans for this weekend? Nope, did not work. Got another. Oh, what's... I don't know what the issue is. I might have to just restart the system. Weekend getaway with your girlfriend, 9-year anniversary project. Congrats on the 9-year anniversary. That's an amazing achievement. Where are you going? Little snow shoveling in the near future, Saturday morning. Nice. Snowmageddon. Some pizza. Yeah, we got some pizza, man. Have roughly 20 inches of snow and getting more snow. I'm glad you're the one dealing with it. Glad you're the one dealing with it. I've been on this live for an hour. Nice, Rad Dad. Some flooding. I haven't heard about your health in a while. Everything fine? Yeah. I think last time we talked about health was cancer. Cancer's good. I had a checkup in December. Full body check and still cancer free. So it's been about 1.5 years. It's 2 years now because in January 22, I found I found it. And then I waited a month. Then I saw my doctor in February. And then I got a specialist like in March or end of February. And then mid-March, I'd say April. Beginning of April. End of March. Got the diagnosis of cancer. Squamous cell carcinoma. Oh, bikers, yeah, I'm good. In July, got it removed. That was nice. Been cancer-free since July 22. The Poconos are nice resort. Ooh, nice. Yeah, I'm gonna go two-step dancing tonight. Never been. It's a class. I'm gonna go to a two-step class. I'm gonna learn how to two-step. I think it's something needed in my life. What else do I got this weekend? Friday, Stella gets a trim. Nice little haircut. Tomorrow I'm gonna be editing these 3 videos. It's a lot of work. And then this weekend I'll probably be filming. I got all the camera stuff set up. The Basic Smart Rider version 2. Basically it's version 3 at this point. Is gonna be starting to film. Mounting and dismounting is gonna be the first one, and then bike operations. Monday, the week after that, I have no idea what I'll be doing. No idea what I'll be doing after that. We'll see. I'll let you guys know on Thursday what the week was like. But yeah, I think I'm gonna be heading out right now. Just listen to some music. I have some packages to do. Post office closes in 3 hours, so I got some time. Get some lunch. That's what I need to do. I'm gonna make some eggs. But with that said, guys, I hope you guys ride safe, be safe. I'm gonna go ahead and put my drills that I did this weekend as my outro. So if you guys want to practice some drills, go ahead and have some fun. With that said, I'll see you guys later.